Welcome back to another episode of Young and Impressionable. Today we will be talking about... Oh, like Cam's over here. So it's just me on the camera, but Cam is here. He is sick. Okay, he is sick.
I'm here though. I'm here.
He's here. He's in this thing.
He's in this
thing. He got sick. My dreads made him sick.
Yeah, man.
I'm over here like stunting on him. I'm stunting on him. I'm like, he couldn't take it. He couldn't handle it because I'm like, yeah, I'm coming for you, Cam. I'm coming for you. Of course, we got Donald from Two Tall Gamers.
Yep.
Yeah.
What it do?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about double standards, and we have Blue Jay here from Dallas. We're going to go ahead and put her on real quick so she can say hi to you guys.
Let me go ahead and get her on.
Hey. She's a woman's...
Hey,
oh, is she on? Yeah.
Am I? Okay. Hey, everybody. I am so excited for tonight's show. Thank you for watching.
Booda boom. So, hey, yeah, like we said, we don't have a camera on... we don't have a camera on my man Cam because he's having a tough time.
He's having a meltdown, literally.
Nah, you're trying to make it seem like I'm crying over. Well, I am kind of crying.
You crying,
my
boy.
eyes over here leak. My whole face is just leaking, y'all. I'm sorry. So
Excuses.
just excuse me, not excuses. You know.
Oh my gosh. So I will go ahead and give it to you, Janae. You get it started.
All right. Well, double standards. I mean, this is such a broad topic. Where to even begin when it comes to double standards? Since Blue Jay is here, we're going to talk about us women, how it affects us. Because, don't shake your head over there in the camera. I'm going to talk about double standards from my point of view because that's all I can do is talk about from my point of view.
That's right.
That's all I can really do. Double standards, man, like relationships, sex, there's so many different ones. I mean, where do y'all even want to start?
I'm trying to think of this. Oh, well, no. I was going to say the sex double standard, but I get it.
Sex, oh yeah,
that's easy. That's easy.
That's
I'm gonna let you pick one that's like more controversial or more.
I mean, I'm still gonna talk about the sex double standard because I posted a status that went crazy. That had, you remember that one? It had like 400 comments for no reason. It shouldn't even.
So sure.
I said. So when a man sleeps with multiple women, all those women are hoes. When a woman sleeps with multiple men, she's the hoe. And I said, fuck boy logic. And everybody went crazy. Why? I don't know. Because you would think that that's just fuck boy logic. But apparently, it's not. Apparently, this is just the way that this goes.
What are you laughing about?
She's over here giggling.
Oh, y'all can hear me?
Oh, yeah, you on.
You on, girl.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. All right. I'll just wait my turn.
No, I want to know.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us what you think about that.
First of all, I think a whole lot of fuckboys came on that post hollering like hit dogs. I'll tell you that.
She coming for your neck.
I'm telling you that, what boggles my mind is how it's 2017 and guys are still trying to hold on to those double standards. Like when do we evolve? Like when do we grow? Stop trying to hold on to the standards of 2000 BC and let's get it moving here into the new millennium.
I mean, we already have to get it moving. We already have to work. Back in the day, women didn't have to work, and we got to work now. And that's just what it is. We just got to work. That's how life is. Get over it. I mean, now, like. What I don't understand is men don't want women to have sex, but they want women to have sex.
So hold on. I don't think that's true. I think the thing is, God,
they want us to be a porn star, Virgin Mary. That's what they want.
It doesn't make any sense.
Cam, I'm scared. I'm scared to talk, Cam.
All these guys want, it's like they want all the women to just him, like just the one guy. It doesn't work that way, boo.
No.
That doesn't make sense.
Here's the thing. Here's the only logic that I can put into this.
Please find some logic.
Anyways, I think the issue is like guys, damn boy, I don't want to step on this one. I know.
We listening.
Guys,
it better be good. Boo. It better be good.
Guys will judge women and say, yes, they're sleeping around, they're hoes, they're sleeping around. but like it's almost like they want their women to be that attractive to have that ability, but they don't want them to necessarily use that ability. And
we don't either.
And
we don't want a man to be a hoe and be passing his thing around, his stick to everybody. You think that we want that? No.
I think it's a thing of oh God.
We get turned off. We get turned off by hoes too.
Yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, I think everybody does. I think
Not everybody, because
Insecurity.
it's something that's called rapes.
Insecurity. That was the word that I was looking for. I think it's the guy's insecurity. Like, hey, you know, she's sleeping around out there. If I'm in a relationship with her, is she gonna slow down? You know.
Oh, I was thinking you were gonna ask if like he could please her, like a competition type of thing.
Oh no, I don't worry about that.
Yeah, I don't worry about this. That's not about.
That's it.
If it's,
Well, we think about that too. Like, especially a man who's a whore. Like, we're like, is he gonna stop hoeing out here in these streets?
Yeah.
But the thing is that we as women would accept a man being a hoe for the most part. We just want to make sure that he's going to change for us. I think with guys, they're a little bit more strict. Like if there's a negative stigma attached to you, or there's a reputation that you could or possibly have been a hoe, then they won't value you as someone who they would be willing to be in a relationship with. But women, we would. We kind of can know that you're a popular guy and that a lot of girls like you.
Blue Jay.
All we want to do is be the one that you decided to focus on.
Blue Jay, you ever dated a hoe?
Yeah. Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Once? You still with him?
She's like a lot of these men are hoes.
It's levels to that hoe shit, you know?
Man, I'm gonna step out there and say that we've all had that whole life at some point.
You know what? I was thinking that too. You
Right?
know what?
Like
I was thinking that men
like, I'm
and
just saying.
women. I think men and women have all had their, I guess, hoe tendencies or hoe moments. But I think, hoe phases. But I think men's hoe phases last a little longer, which is why.
Not true. Not true.
Earlier, Janae.
That's unfair.
That's unfair.
Way earlier.
That's
You guys start
unfair.
right away. Like right out of the womb, you a hoe.
Oh, damn.
Double standard.
Now that is a double standard. You killing us before we even get a chance.
Yeah, what you mean?
Can't even walk. Look at that hoe over there. God damn. I'm over here with my binky. He just hoeing. He probably thinking about another titty.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, it's kind of true.
Ashante say, y'all need to give me a call so I can break it down for you.
Hey, we
Give
might
it-
have to.
Ashante, definitely. Hey, just so you know, guys, if y'all are in the comments, I am reading the comments, so please feel free. If you guys want to interject, I will do my best to read with my public school education. So.
And oh my God! Well, make sure that you guys share this video. Everybody share it so that your friends can get on and argue with us and have this debate.
Could I go and accept it onto my timeline without being lost in the call?
I think it'll lose the call, so I don't know.
We'll save that for later.
Yeah, you
should
can do it
have done
after.
your promotion before you got on the show.
Yeah.
I have to wait till we got started, guys. I have to approve people. You know, my Facebook is like the VIP line. You know, it's like, you know, everybody can't get in. Okay.
So see, hold on now. We're getting some stuff from the comment section it's getting on me. I'm sitting up here reading it. So Bob Anthony says it's fact that men are more sexual. I don't.
Oh, I'm so good.
Is that a fact?
Walk out. I'm
That's
about
a
to
fact?
walk out because
And
I
that's
got
a-
some stories.
Who makes that
I
a
got some
fact?
stories for y'all. I
I
got
don't-
some
I don't
I
stories.
just want to know if that's a fact. How do I know that's a fact?
Yeah, I don't.
That is
Where
not.
do we-
I got some
where do we look that up?
stories. I got some stories that is not true, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of times that women are even more sexual because we can last longer, and
our orgasms feel better than y'all's.
100%.
Shit. No, wait, hold on.
scientifically that's proven.
No. I will say this.
It's like
I know
10
that.
times more. It's like 10 times stronger or something.
Right, there is more neurons and more muscles activated when you guys do y'all's thing.
And we can continue. It can keep happening. You guys, it's like one and done.
Which is the problem?
So, first off,
That's not a
I'm
problem.
not even.
It's a problem for us.
See,
What
man.
I'm
So
trying to
hold
say
on.
all guys are different.
What I'm trying to say is in this double standard thing, this is a lot of times why when girls talk to me, a lot of times why they move on from somebody because they can't get satisfied from that one, so they go to somebody else. Is that not the case?
First off, without putting too much of my business out the
Yeah.
street,
See?
Without putting too much of my business out in the street, not every guy is a one and done.
Facts.
Oh, that's for sure.
So
I know that.
But
I truly feel that is not like a God-given gift. I think that's a skill that you need to work on.
Yeah.
You work on it in the privacy of your room or your shower.
No.
With your hand.
With your
Yeah,
partner.
with your
No,
hand.
what are you
Yes.
talking about?
What are you
Yes.
talking about?
Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? Okay, let me
With your
put you guys,
partner.
let me put y'all on real
No,
quick.
I'm
Let me-
talking.
let me-
I'm talking about with your partner. You're
No,
right.
let me put these men on
You
the
can't
game
practice.
real quick. Yes,
You
you
gotta
can.
get in the
She's,
game.
hold on.
Yes, you can.
Hold
Let me
on.
put y'all
Wait,
men
Cam. She's going to tell us how to use our sex organ.
Since y'all
Please.
don't know,
Let
me
me.
put y'all on the game real quick. So, as children, as children, when you guys are exploring yourselves, right? Some men try to do it real quick and get it done because their mom might walk in the door or somebody, they just want to get it over with. They don't want to be I don't know, playing with themselves too much, or some people don't want to seem like they're playing with it, And then there's other guys when they were growing up and they were doing their business, okay? They took their time. They held it in. As soon as they were about to, they stopped. Like they figured themselves out. And that also comes with women. When women do the same thing, you have to like know yourself learn yourself and figure yourself out.
How many penises have you grown up with? Because I've grown up with one. And I'm willing to bet I got you beat.
That's true. You're right.
All right.
I haven't grown up with. I've never had a penis.
So.
She gonna
I've
tell,
had
she
a
gonna,
I can't, hey, I'm not even switching the
she gonna
camera
tell
on me.
me how I figured myself out.
Yeah,
That's crazy. You can't, man. You can't. I'm trying to tell you right now. You got to get in the game. I don't care what you got to get in the game. If you're trying to practice, you need to practice with a partner.
Yeah.
By
You don't
yourself.
always have to.
Yes, you do.
If you're trying to get better, you got to get better with a partner.
That's not
This
true. I
is-
don't know
bruh.
who told you that.
We're devolving.
I think that's
lived
what
it.
men.
What do you keep saying
I
here?
think that's what men were told. Like, to
No.
be good, you got to be with a whole bunch of women.
Okay,
like,
hold
that's
on.
not true.
Hold
You're
on.
talking to men who
You're-
lived it.
Listen,
Lord.
listen.
This is the
Listen.
problem, right?
This is yeah.
What's the problem?
Okay,
That you're
look.
not listening to the
I'm-
people who are telling you the real.
I'm gonna tell
Good
y'all both
Lord.
like this. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell y'all both like this. When you're having sex, right, with a partner, versus you are, let's say, using a what do they call it, a marital aid, right, to get the job done. That marital aid doesn't move. It may vibrate, which is unrealistic, but it doesn't move. It doesn't pulsate. It doesn't sweat. It doesn't breathe on you. It doesn't kiss you.
Okay.
It doesn't rub your back
Okay, I
and
hear
all of
you.
that stuff, right?
You're correct.
Mine moves. It goes like, okay. Oh, and it's heated too. Yeah, and then there's a part that goes in and a part that hangs around on the outside.
And that's
So
the-
it's-
She got
That's what I'm
the
And
bunny
so
rabbit,
if she
yeah.
don't, so her man is automatically half 50% of him is taken away if he can't perform in the motherfucking bed. So now she pulling that out.
No.
when
See, now,
he's
hold on, wait.
asleep. You know what I'm saying?
No. See,
It's like what?
But
why
my
don't you just tell him what you wanted and let's make it happen?
my thing is still this though, Blue Jay. When your man kisses you and he's rubbing you on your back and while pleasing you, it's a different sexual act.
Okay.
Those things are all stimuli that you have to maintain
Right.
mentally to not finish
Yeah.
early
Good point.
or to make sure you can go again. It's man,
That's
I'm not
valid.
trying
That's
to
a
get
valid
into
point.
it, but it is not as simple as one dude jacks off fast, one dude jacks off slow.
Because when he
Okay.
grew up, he was
Trust
Some
me.
do though. Some do the little.
That's
the,
not-
the
Because
little quick little
what I was saying,
hours.
you talk to
That's not what created what their sex drive was when they got older. I'm telling you right now.
y'all killing me. Okay,
That's crazy.
so now Bob came back with facts about men being more sexual. He's like,
Okay.
nah, I ain't gonna let you go. So he threw out some websites
Dope.
about studies showing that men are actively wanting sex more. Man,
I think they're actively wanting it with multiple people more than women.
the thing.
I agree.
Okay, but see,
They want a variety
Yeah.
of different types of sex.
Right.
That
Like,
doesn't mean
women
that they are
want-
more sexual.
Correct.
No, see,
Women want a lot of sex. Men want a lot
With
of sex with a
one
lot of different
person.
people.
Janae,
Yeah.
you are absolutely, you can't both you guys, y'all can't blanket every you can't blanket us
we're
like
talking
that.
about majorities. Like
I don't even
majorities.
think, honestly, I don't think majority does. I think definitely in our society, especially the African American society, men are shown examples of, hey, get as many women as you can. That's a symbol of power. That's a symbol of ownership and stuff like that. But I'll even say when I was younger, I thought that way, right? But
Do you believe that men are raised to have a pimp mentality?
I can tell you that my son is not raised that way. But I will say,
but if we look at how a
Media,
widespread
culture,
adopted,
yes,
a highly adopted mentality when it comes down to the male and the woman, it's like a pimp mentality.
yeah, our society,
Right,
and
okay.
especially our culture.
But wait, double standard. I'm calling it right now.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we always talk about black men always grow up with only single mothers. Well, why are their mothers not teaching them how to not do something right?
Uh-oh.
Are y'all blaming the moms?
Boy, you about to get a shot.
I do blame some of them.
No, first of all, I am a single mother. I talk very logically to my children. However, the people blaming the single mom for the problems, I think it's crazy, because this is the one person who decided that they're going to take care of this regardless, no matter what. No excuses. I'm going to get it done. It's hard to try and be everything, and all you can do is the best that you can do. So I don't think it's like, I hate that people blame the single mom all the time, and I know that we cannot really explain to them how their parts work and how it operates, and and we know that they're going to go through that phase. If you have boys, they're going to go through the blanket phase.
I don't know because you are, but we talking about, we just talking about how to treat a woman.
Yeah. Okay, well, I was going off of that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we talking about how to treat a woman.
Hold on, single mama in the building. Hold on.
But that is a good point, because a lot of
saying.
guys who don't know how to treat women right we talk about the father, daddy
That's
issues.
what I'm saying.
Don't have the father, and it's just, and I wonder that too. I'm like, how do you not know how to treat a woman right when a woman raised you?
And you got 3 sisters.
That's
That's a trip.
But
So
it's crazy.
So I just can't say it's media and everybody. It's just how you raise your kids. Point blank, like to the point of Donald. You know what I'm saying? You can't blanket the statement on him.
Yeah, because I know I put expectations into my son's life of, hey, look at me and your mom when things don't go well, when we're in an argument, or look at how I humble myself and I surrender myself to my wife. She should be doing the same, right? So there is, like when you just say, all men or men are in general raised like that, or this, nah. There's a lot of fathers out there that do the right thing. There's a lot of single fathers out there that do the right thing, and there's a lot of single moms that do the right thing. Mm-hmm. I think definitely it's more challenging, I would say, for a single mom, just because it's a different dynamic, right? It's a you know.
I don't know how to talk about sex, but I did tell my son. I said, baby, if a woman ever tells you that she's on child support, you pull out your condom and you say, I am too. Not child support, I'm sorry, birth control.
Oh, facts.
If a woman ever tell you that she's on birth control, you pull out your condoms and you say, I am too.
Facts.
And I teach my sons that a woman's body is made to get pregnant. So if you want to assure that it's not going to happen, you're going to have to take full responsibility. And I also taught him that most women want children and they don't mind having kids.
Facts.
It's that simple. They don't mind it. If they find out they're pregnant, they're excited that something could even happen to them. They're in a whole nother la-la land, because they get
experience.
The maternal is coming in.
Yeah.
So I one thing I do teach my sons is to take full responsibility and accountability with the women that he decide that he's going to date. That's the best that I can do. I can't give him any real sexual advice, or when he goes through his awkward stage where he's discovering himself, he can come talk to me and I can give him a woman's perspective. But all I can teach him is that accountability. Love will never be enough reason to have children, and children come from sex, and women's bodies are made to get pregnant. That's what they're supposed to do.
Right.
So what about you think he's going to grow up to be a pimp?
I don't know if he'll grow up to be no.
Is he a cute little boy? Don't lie.
Oh, he's so handsome.
That's what I'm saying.
I have 2, and they are ridiculously handsome.
So how you gonna keep them? How you gonna keep them ladies from him?
this might sound wrong, and I know it's going to be bad and very controversial, but it's a joke. But I did say that I'm going to start an abortion account today. I said you get 3 strikes, you out. Listen,
We ain't talking about babies. We're talking about the ladies.
So hold on.
We going from.
That's okay. So you know what, Blue Jay? That is funny because my so I have a daughter and a son, and you know, I used to make the jokes. Man, my boy gonna wreck shop. My boy, you know, and he's the youngest one. I'm like, man, look at that boy. You see, that boy's gonna do it. And my wife comes up. So your daughter's gonna be out there slaying it too.
Right.
Ooh.
Right. And you know what? And with that point, actually, I did want to talk about this this week, because last week I talked about my 4th grade experience where my father was overbearing and was like, no, he can't give you gifts, or he can't like you can't like any boys, you know? Well, I now have a little brother who is 8 or 9, who is the same age I was at that time. And he has school dances. And since he was in kindergarten, my dad and my stepmom have been just like, oh, you got a little girlfriend. Oh, your little girlfriend. Oh, and it's like 2 different girls or 3 different girls. And I'm like, hold on a second. Why are you promoting this? This is ridiculous. And then like they got him all dressed up for this little school dance in 3rd grade. And I'm like, Dad, when I had a school dance, you came to my school and like wrecked shop and was like, no, they can't be having no co-ed school dances. And he was tripping. And with my little brother, he's like, yeah, go out there. Oh, you got girlfriends? That's cute. And I called my dad out on this, and he just sat there silently. And my brother was like, yeah, Dad, why aren't you? Because my brother got a little deep voice. Yeah, Dad, why didn't you come to my school, Dad? You know, my little brother's
He's
funny.
like, yeah. At least he on your side.
Yeah, my little brother was like, yeah, Dad. He was cracking up. He's like, why didn't you come to my school? Because he's not really thinking about girls, but it's almost like they're putting it on him to think about girls. And that just and that just pisses me off, because I'm like, when little boys liked me, you guys threw a fit. You guys threw a fit.
At least they treated you right, girl. They gifted you and everything, honey. Like, that's shit. He should have let you know, like, that's the way.
He should have been like,
see, come on, man.
Exactly. My dad should have been like, yes, that's what boys are
hold on,
supposed
Blue
to
Jay.
do.
Nah,
my dad should have been like, rake them gifts up.
No,
rake it up. That's what my dad should have been. Rake it up. That's what my dad should have done. Like he's doing my brother. Oh yeah, you got a girlfriend. Oh, you got another girlfriend.
It's either good or it's bad. Okay. You can't choose to be on the bad side if you don't like that side.
You know,
I'm saying, all y'all. If you're gonna promote it both sides. That's double standards right there.
You and Blue Jay are killing me so bad. I can't even read the comments. Oh, man. Y'all killing me. So, golly. Eric Hampton said, society is going to teach them far more than you ever can anyways. And to that, the reason why I wanted to call that out is, you know, I'll definitely aim this at Blue Jay, since, you know, she's a parent. I'm a parent. You're a parent too.
Yeah.
So, you know, how do you feel about that, Blue Jay? Like that comment of, you know, society will teach your children more than you ever can.
Well, I am a firm believer that experience is the best teacher ever. Experience will always teach you way more than society, TV, any ancient books. I feel like nothing can amount to your own level of experience and how you perceive the world and how cosmic information is being presented to you. So I don't feel like it's just society that is going to teach. I feel like it's life, period. I feel like life itself is a teacher. And even though, and all we're doing is really giving side notes. That's the best that we can do, is give you side notes and give our kids side notes for whenever, you know, they're about to go through a certain subject or a certain chapter. You know, I mean, I kind of agree with him, except for I feel like that it's broader than just society. It's just life and experience altogether that will be more impactful and have more of a, same thing, that will have more of an impact on a person. You know, we're not with our kids every day. We're not with them every second. We don't know the tiny little things that go on that they hold on to, or that they remember, or that affects them, you know, positively or negatively. We're not always there. So yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, the one thing that I try and do is I just try and teach my kids how to deal with situations. And, you know,
you teach them to think critically, like to think.
I think morally too, because even, we talk about everybody has their kind of wild age where you just kind of figure things out on your own. I think you always kind of resort back to the morals that your parents put in you,
Right.
regardless of where you go, where you kind of try to experience life. I think you always come back to that moral foundation of what your parents
I
instilled.
agree.
So I got
agree.
another comment coming in, and guys, I'm trying to get it. It's like 35 comments on here, so I love y'all.
Wait, in response to what Janae just said, I wanted to say that I feel like that is so true, Janae, because I always say that people spend the rest of their lives either growing from childhood or recovering from childhood. So you always resort back to childhood, because that's the introduction to life.
I love that.
So hold on, wait, you guys, you know what I'm about to bring up. I'm about to bring up the book.
Yeah.
I gotta bring it. Blue Jay, have you read A Road Less Traveled?
No, I haven't read that.
So in that book, it basically says that we are essentially all 6-year-olds, that we frame our world, especially on relationships, by the age of 6. And we take that mental framework and approach it in everything else we do for the rest of our lives. And it's really difficult to rewrite that framework. So it's interesting that you said that about the being kids and learning.
We are.
But let me take another comment from the again. I think we're up to like 40 comments now or something like that. It's crazy. So Ashanti came back and said it's a fact. Oh, where was it? Darn it! There was one I wanted to read from Ashanti.
Ashanti be coming with the wisdom.
Yeah, she said something.
She's turning dirty 30 this year, so she coming with that.
Wow, you
30
just
wisdom.
put her on blast.
That's
Dirty
a beautiful thing.
She's turning 21.
That's beautiful.
She's turning 21 for the ninth time.
She looked 21,
Hold
so
on,
it don't matter what her age is.
Let me pull up the Facebook.
Girl,
All
you
right,
better get it.
All right, Ashanti, I see you. Okay, so Ashanti said, I'll just say it on here. I completely understand that there is a clear double standard, but at the same time, a woman is the one who has to consent to sex, and I think that is why men use that logic. It's not right by any means, but it's just the way it is. So the reason why I wanted to call that particular comment out is because of the fact that she said women are the ones who consent to sex.
Like we all silent. Like
that's a touchy subject, because
I mean, we're supposed to. I mean, it's if you think about nature, the nature is supposed to be that the guy pursues and the woman either opens the door or she slams the door in his face. So, I mean, if you want to look at it that way, yeah. If you want to look at it, if we're going to go off of what's widely accepted, what's natural, what's expected, and, all those things, then yeah, I agree.
I think...
I agree of that being the reason why we're held to such standards. We're expected to make them chase. It's the fact that they don't usually respect anything that comes too easy, and that's with anything. I mean, if somebody gave you something for free, it's disposable to you.
Ooh.
But then,
Damn,
but
I'm
then, yet,
gonna package that up. That's a little jewel of wisdom right
Hey,
there,
you gotta
boy.
put my name on it.
and then again, it's like we're called the hoes, and it's like, well, technically, aren't y'all the hoes because you guys are one knocking on all the doors?
But the doors are opening. I think that's where the comment came from, was like, all right, well, these guys couldn't be considered pimps unless they were actually knocking something down. So if they're continuing to be able to do it, that means that there's that many girls out there letting them do it. And I think that's the point of it.
And it's and that's so hard. It's like it's like,
What you mean?
Well, it's consent.
It's
yeah,
consent.
it is consent.
How do you get to that point with somebody unless they wanted it?
Right, but the same matter. It's like the same matter can happen with a woman, though. It's like,
Of course.
oh well, he was able to knock all these girls down, so all those girls are hoes. It's like he's a hoe for wanting to knock a whole bunch of girls down.
That's
Why
true
not
too.
appreciate a woman because she opened the door and let your ass in from the
Oh, hold
cold?
on. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
I ain't gonna.
I don't understand.
I've always
I
told.
don't understand how a man could devalue a woman that he slept with. It's like, no, you guys
Right.
shared a moment. You were intimate. Sex is powerful. You don't have to care about the person. The act itself is a powerful thing. Why
Ooh.
not appreciate the women that allowed you to sample their
Into
temple
her
instead of-
body.
Exactly. Instead of shunning them, say, oh, she just a hoe, she just a hoe. No, she is someone who is sexually curious. So,
Just like
it's
you.
just better ways to explain. It's better. It's just better terminology to use than than condemning or like, you know, demeaning. Like,
Right.
you know, a woman who shared sex with you should be valued, even if you didn't care about her like that. You know, the second y'all lay together, you are equals.
Okay, so then if that's the point, then if he's a hoe at the before you slept with him, is he still a hoe when you slept with him?
I mean, technically, I hate using the term because he's not a hoe and I'm not a hoe.
Okay, that's all I'm
We're two
saying.
people
There you
who are
go.
sexual
As long as it's equal, I'm
creatures.
cool.
Two people just knocking it out.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
As long
what
as
it
you
is.
equal,
We're
I'm cool. But
heterosexual.
you can't say I can't be one, but you are one, and I'm gonna sleep with you. That don't make no sense. So that's what I'm saying. Either both of y'all are doing hoe and
Yeah.
shit, or both of y'all aren't. And whatever one it is, y'all decided to do it.
You know
what I'm
what?
saying?
Well, not
Everybody's
always,
a
not
hoe.
always.
That's what I'm
Out.
saying.
Not, I mean,
Just take
not
the wholeness out
always,
of it.
because that's like saying, okay, so if a guy's out here sleeping with a whole bunch of women, and let's say one of those women, she's only sleeping with him, that doesn't make her a hoe,
I didn't say it makes. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
though.
but he could still be a hoe.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, that is totally correct. All I'm saying is you got to realize both sides. You got to realize both sides. All I'm saying, if that's the only guy you're sleeping with and you know he's doing that stuff, then what makes you like? I would bounce. That's
I mean,
another.
that's-
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah. I mean, I understand
you know,
that.
you're with
I
you're with
understand that.
somebody who's doing that to you.
And that's when it comes to insecurities, and that's when we need to, you know, help some women with their insecurity
Facts.
issues.
Moving on, like we talked about before.
Right.
People
I
feel
like-
they can't move on.
I like what Eric is saying here. He says the dynamic changes because women have to commit to more when they have sex. That probably is the reason why consent is driven by women. There's far more sacrifices ultimately women have for making our.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, he's saying y'all got more shit to deal with
Right.
as a result of having sex than we do.
That's true. I don't never think about that because I'm a man, but
Yeah.
We
that's,
do.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I mean,
True.
yeah, you guys.
We're more sexually vulnerable.
Right.
Well, not only that, it's just y'all got some
Physically.
hell of a consequences
Yeah,
after sex.
After
I mean,
sex.
you know,
yeah.
y'all will be the ones carrying the baby and then ultimately having the baby, and then you know
Right.
most deadbeat fools are just so you there taking care of them. So, you know, it's yeah, I get it. It's a
Oh,
tough
yeah.
world.
That's a whole nother subject, honey. That's a whole nother subject. We are the bringers of life. We deserve that much more respect. Should not be called hoes. Like I hate men that call women hoes because I just, you know, I think it's ridiculous. Women are sexual. They do enjoy sex, and sometimes every guy that we sleep with is not the one. Just like there are men who could sleep with women that they don't feel like is the one. So, you know, we just need to hold each other to equal standards. It shouldn't be that if a woman has so many partners that she's unworthy, or even a guy. You know what I'm saying?
So what
It's
things
just that way.
what things in society do you guys think that is keeping this double standard alive?
You know, okay, so this is a hard thing, and we can talk about Amber Rose's sex, or what is it, his sex slut walk.
Slut walk.
That's hard because I don't like the name of
Yeah.
the walk. I don't like it. I understand why she's upset because she's only like known, I guess, to the public to have had sex with or been dating, like actual relationships. It's not even like everybody knows all the guys that she's slept with. It's like she's dated 2 famous people, and all of a sudden
Isn't she up to
she's
3?
3?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, now she's with 21 Savage. Okay.
It's
she's
a
dated
savage.
3 famous people, and she's a slut. You know, she's labeled this like slut whore title when these guys, like, okay, I saw something about Drake. Was it Drake? No, it was Nick Cannon. I saw a article about Nick Cannon, and it labeled all the girls he slept with, and they were like, Nick Cannon has been with some beautiful women. Click here to see all the beautiful women that he's been with, and then listed and showed him like pictures of him with all these different women, and they like high-fived him about it, like, look at all these gorgeous women he's been with, and that really pissed me off. Yes, Cam is over
Right.
here flailing.
What pissed you off? The publication or Nick Cannon?
The publication.
Okay, just making sure.
And it's what society, it's how society puts it out there. Society puts it out there of
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Nick Cannon.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I
feel
mean?
you.
Like, I'm not mad at Nick Cannon. I'm not mad at Amber Rose. I'm not mad at Kim Kardashian. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad, but I'm mad at society for being like, oh man, Nick Cannon has been with a whole bunch of
They
gorgeous
say
women.
that about Drake
man.
too. They say he slayed around too.
Yeah, Drake too, and they don't say nothing about it. What Lil Wayne has how many baby mamas? How many? We
Okay.
want to talk about hoes? How many baby mamas?
I'm gonna go off on a small tangent.
Bob Marley too.
I'm gonna go off on a small
Bruh.
tangent real quick.
Okay.
Just a small one.
Okay.
Lil Wayne is the most ugliest motherfucker I've ever met in my life.
But he got London though. Oh, she's so.
I don't get it. And like some of my wife's like friends would be like, "Oh, Lil Wayne," and I'm just like, "You watch your mind." Yeah, they couldn't see it. I didn't have a camera on me.
Oh,
But
you
I
did?
did.
You should have
Nope.
put the camera on
Hell
that.
nah.
That was ridiculous.
I'm smart on that one.
He just rubbed his nipples.
Women
I can't
love
even.
women love Lil Wayne. I don't care what nobody say. Women love Wayne.
That is an ugly man. I'm sorry. I just
That is
had
an
to,
ugly man.
I had to get that off my chest.
And that's the point of like people will be like, well, when it's a man, they'll be like, oh man, they've been with beautiful women, all like, and they'll say nothing about it. But when a woman has like outrightly dated, you know, like, or married or something that's very committed, they're like, oh, she's been around.
Yeah,
like,
they get Taylor
or
Swift.
Like Taylor Swift. I'm about to say
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. They talk bad about Taylor Swift for dating and being like, all
I think the
y'all's
only reason-
relationships
First of all,
don't
Taylor
work.
Swift is a Scorpio. Second of
Oh,
all,
she
she's
is?
young and she's rich. They better leave her the hell alone. Yeah, she's a Scorpio.
Oh, that makes me like her even more. Oh, I already
What?
like Taylor Swift. I like
That's
her
crazy.
even more.
Because of her birth symbol?
yeah.
Because I'm a Scorpio.
I'm
I
an
like her
Aquarius.
even
I'm an
more.
Aquarius. How do you feel about me now?
You know, it's cool. I mean, it's cool. My dad's an Aquarius and Treasure's an Aquarius. If that means anything to you,
I'm good.
So-
You tried me.
he's trying nothing.
I love it.
So
I love it.
I like Taylor Swift even more, like even more. So Taylor Swift, if you're watching this, I love you.
I do too. I love her too. I think she's a great songwriter, and I love how she would let y'all asses know how she feel in a song.
That makes sense. That makes so much.
Yep.
No wonder why.
And those records sell.
No wonder why I have understood her so much, because she, whenever she gets in a breakup, she uses that to like
Yep.
push herself even more. And I do that in every single one of my breakups. I'm like, I'm breaking up, and I'm gonna use this breakup to like propel me and
Yeah.
learn from it and experience. And she writes it out. Like she writes her stuff, and people want to
Taylor
complain.
Swift has $1 million breakups.
Right.
That is wow. That is so
Right.
accurate.
Right, and y'all out here
I
having
was not fine.
y'all out here having breakups and being broke because you done took care of this guy and spent your last dime on him, and you guys want to talk crap about Taylor Swift. I can't with these people. So that's my problem.
I
That's my
want to find a
problem.
girl that's gonna spend her last dime on me. I need to find that.
I need a sugar mama.
Please find me.
sugar mama.
I ain't
Yeah.
never found a girl that's gonna spend her
I've
last
been
dime
that
on me.
girl. I've been that girl.
I have two.
What?
I've been
Yeah.
that girl.
Man.
Please.
Y'all too pretty for that. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
I don't understand.
Now I know. Now I know.
What you
Then
mean
I know.
now? I should have found out. I could have had somebody paying me some
I'm
money.
telling you.
It's not paying. We're not paying, guys.
You
It's
paying
What?
into it.
Did he pay you back?
I'm the provider. No, I was in a long-term relationship where I was 100% the provider. So
That's crazy.
Oh, so now that does. Hold on.
It's
Hold
a
on.
bit
No,
different.
wait,
now we're getting into some
we
double
gon-
standards
yeah,
right now.
I'm
Yes,
thinking,
hold on.
I'm thinking different. I'm thinking new shoes and
another
shit. I'm
double
thinking,
standard.
No,
The
not
woman-
No. If you
No.
hold
you
on,
providing
if
for
you in a long-term relationship, you are providing for that relationship. You're not necessarily providing for him. Y'all are coexisting.
no, I was providing for him.
No, hold on. Did you love him?
I did.
Then you were providing for the both of you, because
Hell no, because it takes two incomes to have true love.
no. Oh, whoa.
Everybody in the
What?
world is
Nah,
like,
nah.
What does that come from?
Now
We
we're
all
talking-
know about
Here's the
staying
double-
home
here's-
wives.
here's
What are we
the-
talking about?
Cause-
Right, here's
cause
the
hold on,
double
double?
standard. Here's
Cause
the double
standard.
standard. Here's the double standard: is the man is the provider and the woman is the nurturer. That is in our character. You know, like men are made, literally created to be stronger, to be hunters. We're made a little more fragile to just
But
be
hold
nurturers.
on, no, man. You
And
taking
so,
you taking it away from what Blue said, and I got to get
provider-
back to it. And you know what? I'm so dull. I just realized she has on a blue top.
Can't deal.
I did. I did.
I should have
I did
noticed that a
on
long
purpose.
time ago.
This is my favorite shade of blue.
All right,
Blue.
but now, Blue, let
Oh,
me get back at you. Okay, so 2 incomes. You said your comment was it takes 2 incomes.
She might have to backtrack on that one.
Yeah. Do you want to edit that comment a little bit? Like,
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
look, that was sarcasm at its finest.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah, I was like, she might have to backtrack
Quite
on that.
clearly.
Because
But I am gonna tell you that, you know, as a woman, you can't just say no. You were providing for the relationship. No, I was the provider. Like I paid all
And
the
the
bills. I worked
nurturer.
No,
full
but
time.
see-
I
She's-
did- I
Listen,
did
but listen to what he's saying,
everything.
though. Listen to what he's saying.
hold on. This is why I say that viewpoint is flawed in my eye, in my
Okay,
opinion.
I'm listening.
So in my home, you know, I have, if you want to put me as a label, I've been the breadwinner.
No, not at all.
Right? No, I've been the provider, right? Okay, I'll say the provider, right?
Oh.
Well, I lost my job. My wife stepped up, got her game on, started bringing in the loot, started providing. I didn't look to her as though, and she didn't look to me as though I'm putting gas in this fool's car and he's going down and like going and doing video shows with Janae and all of this stuff. No, she's like, I'm providing for my home, for my family. I would never look at my wife. I would never look at my wife, or, you know, if I wasn't married, or my girlfriend as someone I love and say that I am it's
I get what you're trying to say. But you know what? From your situation, your wife or girlfriend or whatever she was at the time you had shown her that you're capable and that you're willing, and shit just happened. Now that's different. It's different when you're in a relationship with someone and you're like, I got your back. I see you falling, but I'm gonna pick up the pieces and I'm gonna have your back. That's good. It was completely personally. It was one-sided. You know, on my behalf.
From
to where
the
this
jump.
man would tell me that I was stupid for working every day. And I'm like, what the fuck? You are getting all the benefits from me working every day.
Oh, no, you
know,
should have cut
he-
that
Yeah,
out.
He
how'd
was
y'all
just one
get-
of those type of guys that feel like he would never have to work hard in life ever, as long as women like me are in the world.
But how did you become a cohabitant with this? I was gonna say man.
You know
You
what?
can't.
Ironically, I met him at work.
So wait,
I
so
met-
he stopped working?
After we got together, he stopped working. I was a lot more established than he was. So after we got together, he stopped working and decided he wanted to enter into this whole street mentality. Like, okay, I'm gonna take your money and do this with it and do this. He decided he wanted to stop working and
How
gamble
you take
my
your money? Come on, let's talk.
well-
Let's. Okay.
He didn't work. He didn't work anymore in that
But
relationship.
he
for
stole your
2 years.
money, or you allowed him to use this because you trust that he would be able to
No.
flip it.
We were in fights because I wouldn't give up my money, you know, and you know he would try to run that stuff by me, like, you know, we're a couple, this, that, and the other, you know, but he hadn't shown me, like how you had shown your wife, he hadn't shown me that he was actually capable of that type of a responsibility. There was no evidence to back up the fact that he could, or even had the knowledge to do some of the things that he tried to persuade me that he could do. So
Okay.
that's the difference between the situations.
Yeah,
You know?
I see. Basically, you kind of knew. I think you knew going into it, even though that you were in a cohabitation situation. You kind of knew that this dude was like maybe not someone I should fully tear down that wall with. Would that be safe to say?
No, I didn't actually. I went in, I dove in head first with the highest hopes, because at the time I was younger, I was a little bit more naive, and I just thought the best in everybody. And meeting him at work, I'd have never expected. You know, after we got really, really close, really fast. So meeting him at work, I never thought that an issue would arise about him, with him not wanting to work. Like that never came in my. I never would have thought. Like there was no red flag saying, okay, this guy's never gonna work again, and you ain't gonna never see no income. Like
Right.
there was no red flag.
And
on
then you
behalf
fell
of
in love
that.
with him and he trapped you.
Oh, girl, you know,
But he never told
fall
you
in
that's what
love
he
with
wanted to
him, and
do.
then you want to be
That's
a
messed
ride
up.
or die.
Right.
You know, you want to go hard. You want to prove to them how you are going to save them and make them a better person. You want to show them that someone loves and cares about them no matter what. You know, even if it means your ass is sinking to the bottom with them. You know, I think every girl has gone through that phase, and that's why I'm angry these days sometimes. Like, we just like.
So, all right. So now I have a question for you, and this is again based off a comment in the audience here. So
Okay.
Eric comes over. He goes, "That's my idea of a good relationship. I think I think the 50-50 is bullshit. It has to be 70-70. you have to cover each other's back. You're not always able to meet people halfway. So coming out of the relationships that you had, Blue and Janae and Cam, I don't know why I forgot your name. Sorry. Do you guys think that standard is now more acceptable? Like, or do you think it's better to still try and run it where the man is the main producer?
I would prefer a man to be the main producer. That's what I would prefer.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
prefer that.
Do you think
since
that kind of preference strengthens stereotypes, though? That like the standard for women is to not work, or the standard for a woman is to not provide? Do you think, like, I mean, it's your preference,
and it is a preference thing, and I think also because men want to be, I'm head of household. Well, what does that consist of? And I had a disagreement with somebody on Facebook who was like, yeah, head of household. Well, if the woman is the provider, the nurturer, cooks, cleans, takes care of everything, takes care of you, how are you head of household? That would make her head of household.
Yeah, they say that, well, I'm the man. That's what I heard. Because I am the man.
It's like, because you have a penis?
I automatically have these rights to be in charge because I'm the man. I'm like, but you ain't doing shit, so you ain't running shit.
Right.
There you go.
I feel like that a man's true ability to have some real level of superiority in the relationship has to be financial. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's one of the main and damn near only ways that you could get that title as the head of the household, the one that's in charge. It's like, to me, women can hold and do everything on their own. Shit, I told you I got toys. We can even sleep with ourselves. Like, we don't need you, in a sense. We don't fucking need you. But if you're gonna come over here knowing that I got this all handled, where is the standard? Where's the line that's saying that you're a little bit above me?
Ooh.
Women need to be able to admire a man in order to even think about having some level of submissiveness towards him, if that's a word. There has to be a deep level of admiration, and I think that the best way for a man to show his dominance is financially.
Okay, so now hold on. Yeah,
that was savage.
Damn is right, because your boy Bob Anthony coming with some heat in the comments.
I already know.
He said, so they have to buy your respect and buy your love?
No, it's not that the love and respect is for sale. It's just that, to me, a woman likes to feel, if she's going to be submissive towards a man, she's going to want to feel some level of, she's going to want to look up to him.
Right.
That's the only way it's going to happen. And it's a teacher thing. It's like, this is someone who I feel like is advantaged over me in a certain way.
As a
this
leader,
is someone I can look up to. This is someone who could teach me to be a better person.
And you think it's tied to finance?
That's what
You're tying those things to. I don't.
No, I don't think
it's
that
providing
is
to the home. It's providing a quality of life.
Oh, right. Donald Trump does that, right?
Yeah, Donald Trump brings in a
shitload
load of money.
And he's the head of household in his household.
Do you think
he could? No,
he's the head of household in his household, for sure.
Right.
See,
he has a wife that doesn't even want to be with him, that tried to divorce him before he became president.
Yeah, she wasn't even holding his hand.
She doesn't even want to hold his hand.
She's so unhappy all the time.
So hold on, wait.
Why is she unhappy? She got all this money. She got a provider.
But it's not. But having a provider isn't it. That's not all that we want.
That's
but we
our
do
point.
Want, but
that's what I'm
not
saying.
All that we want, but you got to come with more. That's just like a man wants a beautiful woman, but that's not all he wants. He wants a beautiful woman that's nice to him,
wants
a good, blah, blah, blah.
Everybody wants a good-looking partner. Let's not put that on guys.
That's not true, because some women are with some busted. Lil Wayne, we just named Lil Wayne.
She got a point on that one.
And what does he have?
He has money. So hold on.
It's not just money.
But that's why he didn't have a wife. That's why he had a whole bunch of kids. That's the reason.
The thing is,
no substance.
She is. I feel like she's tying it a little bit too closely to finances.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm not
because
tying it directly to finances.
I said too close.
Right.
Well, let's look at the bigger picture. with more money, you get more quality.
No, hell
in
no.
everything.
Hell no.
In everything.
Again, ask Ivanka
Your
Trump.
neighborhoods are better. The
Yeah,
school
look at
districts
her.
are better. Your merchandise is better.
You
your
are
cars
no,
have
no,
more
ma'am,
longevity.
no, ma'am.
You can send the kids to better schools.
No, okay. Look, guys, don't sit up here and pretend like y'all don't know rich people with shitty home lives. More than likely, those people live a very shallow life with no love in it.
That.
But we're not.
Okay.
We're not
That's
talking
the
about
quality.
but we're not just talking about being rich. We're talking about being a provider and being a leader. And as a provider,
What I'm saying is, okay, hold on. Part of this comes from my personal experience because when I did not have a job, I was still leading my house. I may not be providing for it financially, but I still did things that was respectful or respectful.
give us an example so that we know. Just give us examples
taking
of
it-
that so we can
just-
hear and know what that looks
Not if my wife is out busting her ass working, I'm taking care of the kids, doing the dishes, doing this, doing that, cleaning, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And
You're doing your part.
and
like. Looking for jobs.
well, yeah, number one. But
I'm
also,
sure she'd rather be doing that.
but also being there for her emotionally, being there for her to help her through her things, help her study for her job, help her do this. So it's more. I won't say I still provided that leadership and that person for her to go to without a job.
But you had a
but you
job
also
in mind,
showed
though.
her- yeah, and you also showed her that you are capable of handling those skills. She still, I can assure you that your wife or your girlfriend or whoever it was at the time when you were going through this admired you for some reason, even though it may not have been financially, but just the fact that you could carry your own, and that I'm sure that if you would have just been broke with nothing but dreams and compliments, that wouldn't have been enough for her to accept you and be willing to love you the way that she did.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about somebody. Look, so what I'm thinking of is, how can y'all so you want to be rich and famous, or rich, right?
Right.
Okay, you want to be rich, right? Y'all both want to be rich.
Mm-hmm.
So the higher you go in that money range,
The harder
the
it
less
gets,
people
man.
you going just
I know.
because you want to look at their pocketbook, you have cut out good men.
It's
Yeah.
not that
And
I
then-
want
hold
to
on.
look at their pocketbook. It's that I want to. It's the leadership qualities. It's the provider.
They can do that
he
without
has.
having the
It doesn't-
checkbook.
You don't have to
I
have a
hear
fat
that.
bank account. You don't have to have any money
I'm
to
not
be.
saying that they have to be rich, guys.
Right.
I'm saying that I would like for him to be financially dominant. Like if I want him to make a little bit more than me.
Right. So if you making 120,000, 300,000 one
I
day,
would like him
you
to make
making
more.
500,000 one day.
I would prefer for him to make more than me.
That
yeah.
I would.
That-
I would prefer for him to make
Okay.
more than me.
All right.
I can see that as a preference, but would that stop you from being interested in him?
No,
And a good guy?
I've been with some broke dudes, so no.
What's the story that
We're
I
not
just
talking
told
about. We're
you?
not
I
talking
know,
about
right?
broke. We're not talking
Okay.
about broke. We're not talking about broke. If you make 300,000, he can't make 120, which is a
Yeah,
good
if
salary.
I can be with the broke man, I can be with the guy who makes a little less than me. Yeah,
That's
of
not what you
course.
said.
Like,
This is not
because
what
we're
we
talking about our preference. We're talking about our
We're
preference.
just talking about what we like, what we would prefer. I was talking about what I feel like are good leadership qualities and what could make a man, in my eyes, what would deem a man dominant or head of household. It's the fact that he's bringing in the most income and he's in charge of the numbers. The fact that he's in charge and he's
That's what I'm
managing the
saying.
numbers,
If he's running your finances, he ain't dominant.
So, well,
if he's managing, let's use that word. If he's
Yeah.
managing the finances and even if he has abilities to teach me shit that I don't
Know
know,
what I'm saying.
he's got
Right.
himself to a place that I'm trying to get to.
He knows how
Those
to
are the
invest.
I like and that I would admire and that I would prefer in my man. I would prefer he
Right.
make a little bit more than me or be doing a little bit better than me or be
Right.
a little bit or a lot of bit more established than me. It's
Okay.
just a preference.
Yeah.
because I want to look up to him and admire him. I want him as a teacher, but it is not limited or reduced to finances. That's just at the top of the list.
Yeah.
So Eric actually put a good follow-up comment. He says, to come to her defense, finance is a driving factor on. Okay, there are now 62 comments, and they keep scrolling as I'm trying to read.
I know that shit gets crazy.
Yeah, so y'all, I ain't stupid. I know how to read. So, just bear
Go
with
ahead,
me.
read his comment.
To come to her defense, finance is a driving factor on the situations you can handle and the type of responsibilities you can shoulder. The type of responsibilities you can shoulder is what helps you be seen as a leader. That is a very succinct point. I get it. All right.
Okay, thank you. A man had
All
to
right.
come
Don't
and
think we come in to rape your pockets. Like if a woman says anything, especially if a good-looking woman, if she says anything about finances, men think we coming to rape their pockets.
Yeah, that's true.
They gonna get Black China.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like that.
It's not even about that. I want a man that's going to show me how to invest my money properly.
She said Black
I want
China.
to, and Blue made a post. Blue made
Who
a post
taught him how to
talking
invest
about-
his money properly?
Well,
Why y'all waiting on him to teach you?
It's not waiting on him, but another man has taught him, and I feel like as a woman, I feel like men.
You want to learn how to invest? You gonna wait for your husband?
It doesn't always work that way because I also feel like I run into a lot of men who I'm like, man, I want to do business with you, and I can run into a man and be like, hey, let's do business. And a man can run into a man and he'll actually do business with him, but he'll try to date me. And that ends up messing up my pockets because everybody wants to date me instead of showing me how to make some money. And that pisses me off.
Okay, so
teach me, really, really lead me. And that is the way to my heart.
so
For real.
on that
And maybe
front,
my vagina.
that Black China comment got me for real.
I do feel like if we bring up money, men are like, my money. You can't, evil woman. You can't come take my money. Get back.
Back, succubus.
Nah, it's just I guess maybe we should start thinking about we don't want certain women unless they got a certain pocketbook too. Should that be what society is starting to get?
You know what's funny is like I don't care about a woman's
I don't
income.
care about her paycheck, bro.
Yeah, because
I've
that's
never
not
thought
what
about
you
that.
should be caring about. Y'all care about nurturers because we're nurturers. Men are providers, women are nurturers. That's why y'all care about it. I just want a woman to treat me right and to take care of me good and to be able to rub my head at night. That's what y'all care about.
Especially when I get a hangnail.
You feel me?
That's what I'm saying.
All y'all want is a beautiful mommy. A beautiful mommy.
Yes. That you can sleep with and it won't be weird.
Oh,
Yep.
what the hell, man?
Hell no, because my mom never cared how much money I made either, man.
Oh my
Someone
God.
gotta care
That's
about money.
what separates your woman and your mom. Something got to give, honey. Something got
That's
to
the sex.
So I just saw what
Ooh.
Eric. I just saw
You
what he
it?
said.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Well, let
Yeah.
me read it out loud. So if people aren't reading it, at Janae, are you able to be in a relationship where you are completely dominant?
Ooh.
No.
Really?
Cam's shaking his head over here. He doesn't.
That's so weird because you
Where I'm
seem
completely dominant. That would just no, that's not what I want.
I bet Blue can. Blue. I didn't mean to call you out like that.
You know what? I try to hide behind all this womanliness. I'm so aggressive. I'm such an alpha female, and I know guys hate the term, but there's an alpha female in the pack. There's an alpha male in the pack. I'm
Right.
sorry. I am so alpha female. I've been told that I'm a control freak.
Me
I
too.
like shit done. I'm specific. I'm logical. I'm rational. And
Scorpio.
because of that, men attack me saying that I think I'm a man. And I'm like, no, I have a vagina. I have cute little curves. I'm a woman. However, my wrath, apparently, my energy makes you feel threatened. And it's not anything that I tried to do. I naturally have an aggressive, dominant personality. So by nature, yeah, I could and would dominate any situation that I'm in. You know, if I'm the type who if I wake up in the back seat and ain't nobody driving, I'm gonna jump in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna take the wheel.
See, I don't.
So
Here's my thought on that. I couldn't be in a relationship where I'm completely dominant, and I'm the man. Like I want my wife to have an opinion. I want
Exactly.
her to tell me no, to challenge me, to like I can't. Man, for me, so,
I'll
like
say-
if I were able to come home and be like, just do
this,
anything.
do that. Just do whatever you want to. No.
No, hell no. Because that's just like, why are you're literally here for sex. And
Yeah,
that's it.
that's
like,
it.
I
No.
wouldn't want that.
Well, there's
That shit would be boring.
Well, what's crazy is like I feel like I'm pretty alpha female too. I'm pretty dominant, and I end up attracting alpha males. Like they actually really like that I'm very dominant, but then that also makes us bump heads at the same time.
I really can't. I can't believe you couldn't be a all dominant or the more dominant person in the relationship. I really can't believe
I've
that.
never done it.
Maybe
I've never.
she just doesn't want to.
Yeah,
That's what it
I
is.
think
She don't want
definitely
that.
could. She's capable of doing it, but who wants to? That's the same thing that I said about having some level of admiration. I might be dominant and I might be strong and huff and puff, but if my man can put me in my place because he can tell me some shit that I can't argue with,
he better duck quick.
that would turn me on. You know, I wouldn't. It's not a fight to be dominant. You know, it wouldn't be a fight to try and be the dominant one. I'm not going to try to go toe to toe with him. You know, especially if he is established and earned his place as the one above me financially, you know.
Look at that.
Now, okay, I just thought of something so funny. What if that phone had to show us something that wasn't supposed to be showing?
What?
I just got excited. The guys on here just got excited for a second.
What color was wrong?
Huh?
No, but I couldn't though. I've dated a guy who was passive, and it annoyed me so much. Like I was like, oh, we get along, we're great. Like I thought everything was great, but really, he wasn't really listening to me. He was just saying okay, just so we don't argue, and he didn't really understand my point of view, where I was coming from on situations. He was just trying to get it over with, and that really like pissed me off because I was like, I'd ask him, I'd be like, do you understand what I'm saying? And he'd be like, no. And I'm like, well, then why did you say okay, or why did you agree with me if you don't?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. that argument style got me in so much crap with my wife. Like I used to do that like way, way, way back in the day. I don't do that anymore. But like just yeah, okay, yes, you're right. Like as soon as you start arguing, if I just like quick up, you're right. Woo.
That's the best way to get choked.
Yes, it is. I know. I got a strong neck now.
Oh my gosh.
Golly.
That's so fun. I can't stand a certified yes man either, Janae.
Yeah.
Like, I am such a critical, deep thinker.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that I've gotten this deep in a conversation and I done left the planet, I done went to Mars and Jupiter, came back, and you still sitting in the same place talking about, yeah, oh yeah, and then they repeat everything that you say. Well, I can't stand it when this happens. I can't stand it either. Well, what can you stand then? Damn it. You know, like, I can't stand it.
Yeah, they just agree with you. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it.
I would mistreat a man like that. I would completely mistreat him. I would justifiably mistreat him. I sure would.
Yeah, I didn't like it. That was the only, I won't even say that. I was like, I was going to put my business out there, but I won't even do that. That was the only guy I actually didn't want to like really I mean, I did want to put my hands on him, but I didn't.
Damn, Janae. Golly.
I was like, just get out my face.
She's about to come with that fire. That's crazy.
Just get out my face. Like, you just. Yep. Well, okay. So I also wanted to point out something else. Me and Blue Jay have been in a group that I won't even put it out there what it is, but you know, apparently I won't even put this.
What is it? Angry Women of Austin?
No.
I love y'all. I'm just kidding.
Angry Women. We're about to make the group.
AWA instead of the NWA. That's hilarious.
The nickname of the group is fine. We'll call it that.
She beeped out a little bit.
The nickname is what?
Fuckery at its finest.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a group of men, and they created this group, and it's a whole bunch of women. So there's like 10 men and like thousands of women in this group. And they're like telling women what to do and how they should act and how men don't like hoes and men don't like this and that. And then so a guy posted how we shouldn't be thought warriors and we shouldn't be sticking up for these thoughts and these whores out here. And the next day posted, if any of you think I'm gay, you can come meet me at my loft for a nightcap.
What? He wanted to give you a drink.
Oh.
No.
Don't even play.
So
Don't even play.
Shames women and hoping for their validation. To me, that whole concept, and this is what got me and Janae on the double standards. Right. You know, some guys out here have this, I only hit you because I love you mentality. You know what I'm saying? Let me break you down to build you up type mentality. and I hate that. And that it was a lot of that going on, and a lot of double standards, a lot of trying to tell and how they should think, how they should feel, how they should carry themselves. You know, saying things like, if you do this, then you this. If you do this, then you this.
And
I'm
it was
like,
always,
no.
you're a hoe, you're a hoe, you're a hoe. But then would say, I was a hoe in my past, or I was a pimp. One guy said told everybody he was a pimp in his past.
It's okay for me. I'm reformed. But you hoes though.
Y'all the devil.
Yeah, y'all need to get it together. You hoes need to get it together. We're reformed pimps and hoes. Like, what? Why every moment you want to tell about how you used to be a hoe and they're single. And they're single still.
I'm gonna throw this double standard out there. What about, so it's a weird double standard, but what about women who dress like, you know, I don't want to provocatively. Thank you for helping me with a proper adjective. You know, and again, it's not really that men can dress that way because they'll be called gay, but you know, it's like,
right.
Hey man, your balls hanging out. Oh, my bad.
Right.
You know
what? I think that it's two ways to look at it, and this is what I try. And you know, there was a guy, same guy, who used to post pictures of women who would dress a certain way and say, "Look at this. But I would always say, you never know how much strength it takes a woman to accept herself for who she is and accept her body. So on one hand, you'll have someone saying, don't feel bad about yourself. You know, you are beautiful. You can wear whatever you want. Your body is beautiful, you know. And then on the other hand, you have people saying, don't wear that because if you do, you're this, you're this. You know, to me, there is a fine line with accepting yourself for who you are and wanting to be proud and, you know, and flaunt your stuff, you know, because I feel like one day we are going to be fucking old people. And we're going to be looking back at pictures when we were snatched and wish we would have did a lot more and went the extra mile and really appreciated ourselves and embraced our bodies and our flaws and everything. So I see it that way. I always choose to see the beauty in the situation, especially when it comes down to women, because we struggle so much, because we always have things, especially black women, I'm sorry, but especially us, we always have things coming from every direction telling us who we should be, how we should think, and how we should feel. And we don't have anything that's asking us who we are, who, you know, and how, you know, how we feel. Same thing. Nobody wants to see how we feel about what's going on. They just want to tell us how to feel.
I can say from my point of view is another look on that. Mm-hmm. Women want to be what men like. So especially when it comes to social media, all we see are men posting, oh my gosh, this woman's so gorgeous, and she's half naked and she's dressed super provocatively. And then like we also see men like, you know, just like you said, I can look, you know, like Cam said last week. I mean, I go and I work at nightclubs, but I mean, I'll look at them, but they're not my type of girl. Well, if you're looking, women want attention. We want attention from men. So we pay attention to what you pay attention to.
Yeah, we do. 100%.
We pay so much attention. So if you guys post a girl on there and you're like, man, she's bad and she got big titties and a tiny waist and big boobs and all this extra stuff and it's all hanging out and it's all tight and it's all, we're like, oh, that's what he likes. And when we see all these guys posting it or commenting or making these girls famous on Instagram, it's like, that's what they like. In our mind as women, we see that. And we go, that's what a man likes. And then there's the woman who doesn't dress provocatively and has her clothes, all her clothes on, never has any cleavage out. She don't have no guys on Facebook. Nobody's in her DMs.
But she's married.
No, she's not.
Man,
no, she's not.
The females,
no, she's not.
That's what I'm saying.
No, she's not.
No, maybe
she's
not the
There's
people
one in
you
this
know.
comment. There's one in my comments right now. No,
that
she's
may
not.
be one, but Janae,
No,
quit
she's
putting
not
the blanket
married.
over people.
No, she's not
You're
married.
talking about one person.
Way, honey. The preservative women, the ones that want to keep it covered up because they want to make the appearance that they're a little bit better than alcohol. They hold differently.
Yeah.
Come on, quit putting the blanket on stuff. Y'all.
Cam, I
can't do this.
No. I can't follow you on this one.
No, man.
I know some married women who dress
both ways, provocative or not.
Yeah, she's not married.
You're talking about one person. We're talking about in general.
But he's trying to say that there's provocative women that are married. So you can't say because she's not dressed provocatively that she's married.
I'm just giving, I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm just giving the other side. I try to keep balance here on everything.
Okay, but I'm telling you, you need to say from a woman's point of view, I'm telling you that there's these women out here that are covered up and are
All
not
of
dressed provocatively, a lot of them, just like a lot of the women who are dressed provocatively are single, a lot of them who aren't are also single as well. And most of the women, okay, now we want to look at Instagram. Most of the women that are famous on Instagram, how are they dressed?
They're famous.
They're not dressed.
Okay, well,
They're still women.
They're not dressed.
They're still women. They're still women, though. Why is it okay? This is what I want to also know. This is a double standard, too. Famous women can be naked, but non-famous women can't be naked. Why is that okay?
Hold on. I will say if that woman is famous from being known
Right.
of being naked.
That's their job.
Like their job
That's
is to
their
run
job.
around naked?
Why is it
Hold
okay
on.
to, is it they make money, it's validated?
No.
They make money
You're
off
asking
their,
why they did it. That's why they're doing it.
What?
they're doing it because you guys gave them attention and now they can monetize
Yeah, because women
it.
don't look at women.
I
Got you
do.
there. Hey,
Oh, I'm
Blue.
sorry, what?
Hey, Blue.
Women
are
women
beautiful.
pay attention to what men pay attention to.
Okay, so here's my thing, though.
So if men would pay
That's true.
attention,
I agree with that.
right? So if men would pay more attention to women who don't have a whole bunch of makeup on, like men say, I don't like makeup. Yes, y'all do. Shut the hell up. If y'all paid attention to women who are actually natural, like y'all claim y'all like, are actually covered up.
Didn't you hear what
if
my boy
all these,
Kendrick
if
said?
all these Instagram women, if all these Instagram, Kendrick said it once, if all these Instagram women were actually covered up, women would be covered up.
Okay, this is one thing I've been telling every
are a
woman that I've
direct
ever.
reflection of our
No,
men.
hold on. This is something that I've told every woman that I've ever talked to about this situation. Okay, you're talking about Instagram chicks. This chick in my job the other day, she's probably watching right now. She was talking about some model chick that weighed 90 pounds. Okay, I'm telling you right now, these model chicks that's out here naked, whatever, they're there for a specific reason. That's their job. That's what
Oh
they
my
do.
God, job
But
doesn't
listen,
validate.
that doesn't make that makes them sexy on camera. That makes them sexy on whatever. But I'm telling you right now, is the girls on 6th Street look better in person than most of these women you see in Instagram.
I know that, but
Like that's not about it's literally that's what they decided to do with their life. The money is there, just like strippers, just like everything else. We can't talk about what their morals are or whatever. That's
they're
that's to the
they're
wayside.
making their money because men made them famous from attention.
All right.
Because men take their pictures and
All
they
right.
post it, and they always post their pictures with their booty into the camera, or they're naked
I
or
would-
something, and go, "Oh, this girl's so gorgeous."
I would
She's
argue
so
that
beautiful."
that they were beautiful and had all that attention before Instagram. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
this
all
is
I
what
have
they
to say
did.
is some of us do both. Some of us know how to show the ladies. Some of us know how to put the ladies up. So it's really hard to try and judge a woman
All
on
right,
what
everybody
she's
go.
wearing.
By what she's
Everybody
wearing.
go look at Blue's Facebook.
You cannot judge a woman by what she's wearing. That's
Go look
where
at
I'm
my
trying to get to.
Because I am one of the most sexiest dressed people I've ever seen.
No, hey, I'm gonna
And
tell
there
you.
go.
I'm gonna
And
tell
I
you
know
like
a lot
this.
of them like that.
And that's honestly that
But
is the thing.
she's saying sexy, but sexy doesn't have to mean
I
clothes
know a
off.
lot of women
You're
like
right.
that.
Sexy
That
doesn't-
is-
You are right.
And I see,
Yeah.
and I've went through Blue Jay's Facebook, and she's not.
But
provocative.
whether
She's
that's
sexy,
popular or
there's a
not,
difference.
whether that's popular or not, should not determine the woman that you become.
It's
You know what I'm
not-
saying?
It doesn't
You
determine
can't
women
look
become.
at
You
you
got
can't look
that-
at what's hot now and think that every man like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You got a choice, is what he's trying to
Yeah.
say. You can say, hey, I can go and try to be this Instagram model or try to live that life of dressing scandal.
But you gonna get what come with that.
and you gonna get what you call.
What are they called? They call hoes. They
Boys.
called.
But
yeah.
women like attention, and they like.
What do you want,
men
money, or do you wanna-
So when a woman, and I've seen it for myself. I've seen it. I can speak from personal. I've posted pictures that are made that show absolutely nothing. Are very nice, I guess, wholesome pictures, right?
Right.
They'll get 50 likes.
That's what you're here for?
But listen to this. They'll get 50 likes. I'll post a picture that a photographer takes, and it may be a very sexy, type of picture, and I'll get 200, 300, 400 likes.
What's your intention?
That's how it's like. Why are all these guys liking that?
What's
And then
your- what's your
and then
intention?
women see guys like all these pictures. Why aren't men liking pictures of women that aren't
What
dressed
is-
like
what
that?
is your
Why do you
intention?
keep putting it on
You
women?
need to- you
Why
need to-
don't
What is
you
your
guys look at
intention?
you guys and see
Hold
what
on.
you guys?
What do you want the
because
picture up there for?
Women follow men. Women follow men. So you guys need to be
What
a
do
better
you want the
examples.
picture up there for?
You men need to be better
She's not gonna answer that.
examples.
Nah,
Because the intentions are what matter. I had this argument with this chick, man, yesterday, and she got mad at me because I told her, I was like, the reason why I can't be with you is because I feel like you need everybody else's attention in order to validate yourself.
Oh boy.
You need everybody else. So if I'm your man, if I tell you you're beautiful every day, why you need to post something that gets you likes? What are the likes for? What is your intention of posting that picture?
I need to remind your ass that if you
That's the
fuck
problem.
up one of these
Bow.
300 likes, it's
That's
gonna
the
take my ass.
okay. He is. So then live with that nigga.
in line.
Go live with that nigga. Hopefully that nigga does you good, right?
But the point,
I
that's
don't
not the
want
that's
him.
not the
I
point.
That is the
That's not the
point.
point I'm trying
But
to
if
make.
you-
That's
if-
not
but
the point
you
I'm trying
put
to
up the
make.
picture,
That's not
Janae.
the point I'm
That's-
trying to make. The
you
point
put
I'm
up
trying
the
to make
picture,
is,
Janae.
this is not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that men are liking those pictures instead of these pictures.
Okay.
And so women
That's
try more to
true.
be
So
like
hold on,
that.
hold on, I
and
got-
like
hold on,
this.
I got a couple
and
things
so
to say.
it's your
Hold
guys'
on.
problem
No.
that women are doing this
No.
because you guys won't like a wholesome picture that you claim.
No,
is
we
the
marry
wife you
wholesome
want.
women.
You claim, you
No,
claim that's the
no,
type of wife you want.
you
If
were
that's the
so
truth.
off.
You're so
No,
off.
you were off.
Oh,
Here's
Lord,
the thing.
have mercy.
Number one.
Let me drink some water before
Yeah,
I-
drink. Get thirsty on it.
Please.
So, number one, I can tell you for a fact that I do not. So, I'm a guy. Yes, I'm gonna look at a girl with her butt hanging out. Duh.
She came with her butt hanging out.
She has her butt
so?
hanging out. Do you know what I'm gonna think of that person?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna think that is a nice booty. That'll be nice for a night, right? When I see a girl dressed, clothed, looking nice, they don't have to have makeup. I'm really not that into makeup.
Me either.
But
That's what they all say.
No. I'm serious. And
All men say that all the
we had a
time.
conversation about makeup
Alright.
the other day where I told you my wife just now started going real heavy on makeup. It's never been a thing to me. I love my wife's
Why?
little
Because
imperfections.
the Instagram models are wearing the makeup, and the guys like the girls with the
If you
makeup.
think I make it to the Instagram model's face,
That's what
if
I'm
you think I make it
saying.
up to her face,
Or
you
her
got another
nail
thing
color
coming.
or her toenail
Of course.
color.
I stop
If
it.
she has a
Looking at
wig
her
on,
face.
no one
No,
cares.
I ain't never looked at no dog on
Come
Instagram
on.
model's face.
That's not true.
It is mostly a booty and
And
titties.
titties.
No,
Come on.
no.
It's like I
telling
couldn't
y'all.
identify her unless she's from behind. Sorry.
And hold on, wait. You know what's just funny? You just made me remember something, Blue. Do you remember the picture on your Facebook, Janae, that I said was a different girl? Why did I say that? Because I was just staring at your booty. Your whole booty was in the center of the picture, and I didn't even look at your doggone face. You were sitting right next to me. And I was like, who is that girl?
I don't remember this
Translation,
picture.
who was those? Who cheeks are those?
Right.
I don't even remember this picture. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's so.
Oh my gosh! You're talking about the picture of me. I'm
With
fully
your butt-
clothed.
Doesn't
I'm
ma-
fully
it doesn't
clothed.
matter if it's
and
clothed.
I'm laying
It's-
on a bed.
Oh my
What's-
gosh.
And my butt is way in the background.
You-
It's not even like you made it seem like I was like facing
What
like
is
my
the
booty towards the camera
intention?
like a ratchet or
But
something.
do you
I
know?
was just
Oh my
picturing like a
girl.
Can you complain?
Right.
Can you
I was
complain
picturing
about
some whole
something?
nother stuff.
Can
I
you
was
complain
picturing
about
some
something
whole
but yet
other
fuel it at
different.
the same time? Let's talk
I was
about the
picturing
double
something
standard here.
completely different. I was picturing like
can't
I was like,
complain.
when have I been squatting down with the lollipop in my mouth? I was really trying to figure this out. And y'all are talking about me fully clothed.
It doesn't
laying
matter.
on my bed
Doesn't
with
matter.
my glasses on, no makeup
No.
on.
Oh my
Come
gosh.
Taking a
on,
picture
fam.
of my
Do you-
face and
do
my
you-
butt
can
is in the
you- can you get her
background.
Facebook?
Y'all-
In the
can you get her
background.
This is the biggest double standard ever.
My
that-
butt's in the background.
Your butt is center
But it's a double
screen.
standard. She's just telling you that she was fully dressed.
It doesn't
and
matter
you
if it's
decided
fully
to
dressed.
post
I
it.
guarantee.
You
I
can
guarantee
be-
you. I guarantee you. When Janae
Jeez.
saw that picture before she posted it,
Jeez.
She
She
knew
was like-
what she was going in
boy,
for.
them hams in the back are looking amazing.
You
Why
know
can't
what
my
you.
body look good?
No,
She
you-
owns that
But
I
you,
look good
you
with
gotta
clothes on.
accept that.
Oh my.
But
It's gonna
there's
be
different.
there. It's
You
gonna
gotta
be
accept
there.
that. If you
Yeah,
said
but-
yourself that men react to certain things a certain way, but you're gonna keep fueling it, who are you mad at? Like
What do
you keep
mean?
putting it up.
Y'all need to not be interested.
So
guys
you don't
quit
want us to
putting
like
it
those
on
pictures
women.
no more.
Quit putting it on women.
I'm not putting it on you.
I'm put-
what
To
I
be
am
the
saying.
ones-
What I am saying. What I am saying is.
Y'all created this. That's what I'm trying to say.
I
Y'all
did.
as a
I did not
collective-
make. I did not
Guy
make.
trying to get her
We didn't
ass
make nobody
done is
put up
your
these
fault.
pictures.
No. Oh, whoa! You just said her actions are my fault. No, ma'am.
What?
Her
Well,
booty
let's be
is.
honest, we don't even see ourselves from that angle. It's all for you.
Okay, look, stop. Are y'all gonna sit up here? Every person that's listening to this right now knows when they put up a picture of themselves or of something, they are looking for something in return. If your intention is not to get that negative feedback, you would not place that out there for the negative feedback to come back. Is that not the case? Is that not the case?
The case is that we're trying to bless you guys because we're pretty sure you've had a bad day and you probably want something nice and beautiful to look at.
Can't even be serious. Can't even be
You know
serious.
what?
No real answer. No real answer. There it is, Pete. There it is.
You the best, Blue. I love it.
Y'all didn't get my point, okay?
I get your
And
point.
You don't get my point.
I get your
Because
point.
the point of the matter is, if y'all would go and post
Then
pictures
you
of
wouldn't
women
post them, right?
who are just
You would stop posting them if we didn't post them?
correct.
Come on.
Be right back.
Correct.
Come on, Tom.
Yes. If you guys is Blue is Blue head out, peace.
You said you got to go, Blue?
No, I need to get my charger, so I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second.
Oh,
Do
okay.
that.
Okay, well, so my whole point is, if guys would just, if y'all would just like show, like promote pictures that are what you would want a wife to be, because a lot of the times they're promoting pictures that are girls dressed scandalously and have a whole bunch of makeup on, and then claim it's like y'all don't even know what you want.
So do they claim that they want to marry that person?
They're like, oh, this is my type of girl. This is the type of girl
Fantasy,
I want.
right? Fantasy. That's what they're selling.
That's a fantasy, man. That
So,
ain't.
but doesn't every woman want to be a man's like what he
Correct.
wants?
Of course.
Every woman wants to be a
Of
man's
course.
fantasy.
Are you getting
every
the
woman
picture?
wants to
I'm
be.
finding whatever.
Every
I know
woman.
they're in here somewhere.
Every woman wants to be a man's fantasy.
Is
Every woman
your
wants to be what that man
okay?
wants.
So is your man that you want? Does he react to those kind of pictures, or do you want him not to react to those kind of pictures?
Oh, that's a good question. I like that. The man that you want.
So put out what you want. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because
I'm gonna leave it there. Put out what you want.
I'll go ahead and
on
put.
Facebook first off.
Well, then what are we
Second,
talking about?
My point is that because you just asked me if why women do this, why women dress like that, why they promote these very like scandalous pictures. Well, because they see men as a whole, who
they claim are dogs and don't have no respect for women.
Hold on,
right?
Hold on. I'm gonna throw this camera up in front of the. I'm gonna throw the phone. It ain't gonna focus, but y'all can see. Y'all, I'm gonna put it right in front of Janae's face. You don't even. The picture ain't even focused. You can see. What's that right there? Hold on. Let me.
I'm trying to see this.
Point to it right there. God, I wish I can get this freaking photo. Like, boop. There's your booty. There's your booty.
Don't be.
Oh my gosh.
Either. That don't count.
He picked a whole nother picture.
That was in the picture. That was in the picture I was looking for.
That wasn't the picture you were looking for, but I mean that's a good example. My butt was looking nice that day.
Hey,
I mean,
see?
it was.
See that? And that's okay, Janae. If your ass was looking good and you know your ass was looking good, share that shit with the world. You were
This
just
is the
being
picture I'm
selfish.
talking about, Cam. I can't get it to
Like
show.
my butt was looking good, but I wasn't naked. I was fully clothed.
No, I'm
My
not.
booty was- but yes, that was a butt picture. But my butt was looking good that day. I was like, dang, why does my booty look so big? I can't even.
Let me share it to everybody else so they can talk shit that I don't want to hear.
Dang,
Exactly,
dang.
because
What
you
do
know
mean
what
talking
kind of
shit that you don't want? What do you mean?
comments.
Y'all just talked about how it was comments that you didn't was from people that you don't want.
No, that wasn't. No, that wasn't. No.
That's not what she was saying. What she was saying is that she noticed that different type of things get different levels of attention.
Right.
That's,
Okay,
that's
but
the
then-
only point that she was trying to
But
make.
then Cam came back and said the guys who like those type of pictures, would those be the guys that you'd be interested in?
Exactly. So you're attracting that, but you don't want it. Is that not a problem?
I mean, I'd want to. I mean, you said you're a titty guy. Like, if
I
you have a
am.
girl that's showing her boobs, like, yeah,
No.
I mean, that's-
No. If he's scrolling through Instagram, I'll guarantee you he's not going chasing after the girls that are showing their boobs. He's just looking at them.
But showing your boobs doesn't mean that they're actually showing cleavage. It can be that.
But is
their
he
shirt
chasing
tight.
them?
Just like my butt wasn't actually shown, my skin wasn't actually shown.
That's
but I
beyond
had
the
pants
point.
on.
Beyond the
but
point.
my
Thing is-
but the curves, my curves were shown.
You okay? So
doesn't-
I'm
that
gonna bring
doesn't
up.
mean that it's-
Hold on, I'm gonna bring up an example I'm gonna bring up this example just because.
Because you said you want a woman who's covered. And
Right.
It's like,
so hold on. I'm
well-
gonna bring up this example. So Blue is, again, no offense. I'm not trying to embarrass you. Obviously, you are a ample woman, right? But she is covered.
Right.
Right.
She is very attractive. Now,
She gonna feel herself now.
Now, no, calm down, girl.
Yeah.
Slow down.
We're trying to give you.
But you know that. So if you say, "Hey, take that picture right there," boom, versus a girl who has like a teardrop bikini on that's just covering her nipples, that's.
Well, yeah, that's.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, I may like that picture. I may gawk at that picture. That is not the woman that I want to have children with. That ain't the woman that I want to spend more than 8 hours with. If you catch
my drift.
But women, we don't see that. We don't see it
No.
that
Oh,
way.
I'm telling you
Oh my
that.
God,
we don't see it
know.
that
She's
way.
getting his attention. She's getting his attention. If
Right.
you want, you know what, women,
What
the
kind
reason
of
why they're so
attention?
territorial towards each other and against each other is because we don't like the idea of another woman getting the attention of our man.
Okay,
That's
boom,
why
hold on.
women are so-
Blue, hold on. Do you remember you almost bit Cam's head off when y'all were talking about you being able to dress that way and it being okay? And then he said, well, no, I don't want my woman getting attention from other men. I want my woman to want my attention. You remember y'all had?
Right.
Okay, that's the double. You just tripped on the double standard because that is.
I
his-
didn't.
Oh, stop. Let him
I
explain.
did.
Let him explain. Let him
Women
explain. Let him
want to
explain.
be desired. Women want to be desired, okay? But there's different levels to being desired. You don't always have to be dressed naked to be desired. I'm not against it.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, if so, I'm a very conservative person. And you know, Janae and I have talked about this. It's like I'm a conservative person, and I don't like it when it's like it's all out there for everybody to see. I don't like, you know, a whole bunch of guys giving my girl attention. It's going to happen. I understand that, but at the same time, it's like it's not something
You're
like
not gonna
if she
fuel it.
right.
She don't
if
want her to fuel that.
Yeah, I don't. If she asks me like, "Hey, what do you think of this outfit?" and it's like, I can see a nipple, I'm like, no. You know, if her booty
Tell me
cheeks.
that you guys are not the type of guys that take pride in the fact that you have an attractive woman.
No, and that's not what I'm saying.
That you-
no,
whoa,
listen,
no,
listen
yeah.
to what I'm. There's different. Do not try to tell me. Y'all do not try to make sure you look sexy in the picture. Not just taking a picture. This is my point. Will you date a man? Most, and I'm gonna try to put somebody in a box, but mostly it's these guys that were taking pictures with their shirt off and get 300 comments, right? So let's reverse it. Let's put it in a guy's role.
Okay, because we
right?
can. Because there are some guys.
So
out
there's
there
guys
who are,
out there, and what
Yeah.
do? You just look at them, or do you go after that guy?
No.
No, I swipe left.
Okay, so
Swipe.
what is the difference there?
Yes, but we're not taking these guys' pictures, posting them on our page, and
Yes,
saying,
you are.
Damn,
Yes, you are.
That's a lie.
Yes, you are. It's a lie.
That's a lie. Not as much. No, I definitely have never done that one. And the girls who do that, it's very
But they
seldom.
do. They do.
You know
That's-
the picture that went viral? It was the guy that went to freaking prison, and it was a picture of his fine ass face. That's a picture. That's stuff that we look at. That's stuff that goes viral. Why can't that go viral for y'all? Why can't y'all take a pretty girl and post
There
it
was a prison girl. You remember the prison girl with the
Blah
cute
blah 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 blah.
She
Wow.
didn't get that much
We don't-
love
we don't
that
count.
Oh,
much.
wasn't as
I'm
much-
sorry.
it
I
wasn't
just
as
brought up
much.
an example to your argument, and
It
you just
wasn't as
dismissed
much
me.
love. It wasn't as much. It wasn't
doesn't
as much love.
matter.
This
It's
guy's
fact.
out traveling the world, and he's a successful model
Double
because women
standards.
have now. Women have
It's
now.
not we don't require as much as it seems like men do in order to find a man attractive.
For real.
Oh
It's like,
man, we
guys,
just talked about
he
the
has to
money
be
situation,
perfect,
but
he has to have a body.
what the?
Guys
Man.
can be so critical to a woman and about her body. You know what shocked me? A fat dude will say, "My woman can't have no stomach." Well, I guess that makes sense because how the fuck y'all gonna lay on each other if both of y'all got stomachs?
Stop it! Stop it!
All right, look.
we ain't here to talk about nobody, man.
There's
I'm just saying that men are a lot more critical and picky on on the things that they allow themselves to be attracted to physically when they come down to a woman. We're not that critical. You know, we're just
That's
not.
such a
you
lie,
tall,
bro.
I don't know about that. I think
a lie,
I
bro.
think guys and women both have things that they're attracted to and things that they're not attracted to.
Facts.
If you won't like a man that wears glasses, let's say. I don't know. I'm trying to pick out. You know what I'm saying? But like, are you on mute? I can't hear you. Blue. There we go.
I'm
okay,
not
we
on
back.
mute. I'm
We
not
back.
on mute.
But like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I think those are just general preferences. I don't think that's a double standard. I don't think that sways more to men over women. I do think it's stupid anytime like a fat man says, "No, my girl can't have no stomach." Yeah, I'm like, "Dog, look at how many donuts you got up in there."
Rick Ross.
Right, man. Again, it's the money that he gets the women, but you know, it's weird because that is I'll say an insecurity that I have is like if my wife dresses provocatively, like I don't like it. Nope, I don't like it. And you've met my wife.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea of her getting any external attention turns you off.
Like a cold shower. Like, well, so hold on.
The negative attention.
Well, no, not even.
I
hold
like
on.
my girl to be
boy. Yeah, let me
I know what you
clarify.
mean.
I got to
know what you
clarify
mean.
this. So there is different ways. So like her Facebook page gets blown up, right? All the time.
Right.
And it's dudes trying to slide in the DMs, blah, 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 blah. That aggravates me. That aggravates me,
That's
right?
stuff you just got to deal with, though.
Right. But when we go to the club, I'm not going to lie. There are many times where I will purposely take 2 steps back, let her walk, and walk up to her and be like, yeah, that's right. That's mine. Mm-hmm. You know, I trust me, I do love to show my wife off.
Have your pride.
Yeah, and I know I kind of hate saying that because it sounds like the whole possession thing. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. 100%. I do.
You want to be admired by men? That's what y'all said.
Yeah, but so like
we want to be desired. We want to be desired.
Right.
You know.
So in that,
how else can we get pregnant if a man don't want to get us pregnant?
But what I'm saying is, you know, when I'm there and we got the rings on, you know, that's your desired. If you need to want desired,
exactly,
tap me on the shoulder. Trust me, I'll be ready to go.
That's my thing. You shouldn't have to get it from. You shouldn't have to even want to get it from somewhere else. Like, and that was my whole thing in the conversation. It was like, okay, so, you know, you got a man, and you're still providing a lane for other people to come at you in ways that you don't want. So that's what just doesn't make any sense to me. Why, if you don't want that attention, why are you opening up the lane for it if you know it's coming? Like, you can still be, if you're just why?
Okay, hold on.
You shouldn't feel threatened by it. You shouldn't feel threatened by it because once you get in a relationship with someone, it's like, okay, now they're obligated. You know, it's different whenever you can get a certain level of validation, which we all need it as human beings on some level. You know?
Man,
I don't know better.
about that.
Hey, okay,
That
2
hurts my
questions.
chest.
2 questions for you. If I was your man and you were posting provocative pictures and I said, hey, I don't want you to post those pictures, would that make you upset? Or would you say, oh, you know, okay, he does.
It would kind of be like, well, then what did you like her for if, like, you probably liked her because she posted those provocative pictures, and you're like, I don't want you to do that anymore. You can't just change what she's been doing.
Nope,
you
that was my point.
For that.
No, that was my point originally, is that we don't date them. We look at them.
That's not even true.
Okay.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. But, you know, if I was in that situation, we'd have to talk because it would be more important for me and my man to establish some level of trust and him to establish some level of security and me to guarantee him that he have that. That way I can keep up my momentum and keep doing what I do.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But, okay,
I would try to compromise.
Yeah, so my compromise is take all the pictures you want, post all the pictures you want. Why do they have to be provocative?
Yeah.
Why do they have to try to bring more in? You are beautiful. Take a regular you can take a school picture and you'll be beautiful. So what's the problem?
Dude.
Why you got your finger hanging out your mouth? Why you showing stuff that you ain't got to show?
Finger?
Why you bro,
come on.
Everybody got the finger. Quit with the bullshit.
You know.
So that's look, she doing it right now. You feel me? So your man, like, damn, you don't even give me the finger, but you get a world of finger.
Can I like a Skype? I don't know how to get a Skype a like.
That's my thing. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
cute though. I don't know what's wrong with that finger.
Nothing. It's
cute.
very cute. Send it to your man in a motherfucking
But
text.
if you don't got a man, then what do you do? What do you
No,
do?
if you out there fishing, you out there fishing.
That's what.
But if you already got
but just
catch.
understand what's catching. You can't be in the ocean with a fucking worm bait. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
And this is where it comes down to. It's like men always try to tell women what we should do and what we shouldn't do and how we
hold
should
on.
dress and all this stuff. And
Let me
it's
throw
like,
this one out there.
We do this. Women as a whole, as a whole, do this because we pay attention and we see what y'all pay attention to.
Okay.
So if you
But I
really
hate
want
these
women
fuckboys.
So if
But
you
I
really
hate
want,
these
so if
fuckboys.
you really want women to change, stop.
The ones I want haven't
Let me-
changed.
let me throw this out
The
there.
ones I want are just how they're supposed to be.
Let me throw this out there. Let me throw this out there for Blue
Good Lord.
and Janae. All right, we're in a relationship,
Okay.
right? I'm gonna go and take some pictures. I'm gonna go get me a banana hammock, little set of speedos that can barely hold it all in, and I'ma just let it. Hey
man.
you know I've been going to the gym,
Right.
I've been
Shit.
working out.
Look, you got the 8-pack and shit.
Yeah, I got
you
know what I'm saying?
pecs
Look
and
at my
shit.
quads. What? you
Oh my
know?
God.
I can't wear normal boxing shorts. I have to get the
You
Speedo
got to.
so you can see my thigh.
You feel me? I made sure to
Okay.
stay in the sun so they was the same color as my legs.
Yeah,
You know what
you know
I'm saying? Like,
I just,
can't.
what's
Bruh.
wrong? Or, you know what? We don't even have to go there.
I can't
How
right
about
now.
this? How about I go put on some
it's about some sweatpants. Let's do some sweatpants.
let's go gray sweatpants.
Let's go gray some sweatpants. You know?
Yeah.
You, oh, dog,
I know,
look.
it's so crazy.
Look.
Hey, gray
So see-
sweatpants can be kind of. I like sweatpants.
I know you do. Come on. So, don't.
I've always liked gray sweat. I don't know when it became a
So then-
hashtag.
Okay, but now I'm your man, and I'm just, you know,
Letting it out.
no, man, I'm just, hey, I was on my way to the gym with no drawers on and gray sweatpants.
We like gray sweatpants because it's like you looking sexy without even trying.
No, come on, man.
Come on, dog.
Like you can't see.
Right, like you ain't looking to make sure that there's something there.
Come on.
Come on.
No,
man.
you look sexy without trying.
Don't
It's
even
just- I
no
mean,
no
that's
look
like
here.
clothes on. That's-
Don't
okay,
sit up here and
gray-
tell me
gray
that y'all
sweatpants.
ain't looking at no dudes
We
dangling swinging.
Yes, we are.
Okay,
But
that-
my point
Okay,
is-
wait,
That's
he's not
my
done.
point.
Yeah,
He's
but
not.
the
wait,
gray
wait,
sweatpants
wait,
is the
wait.
equivalent of the picture of me that you
No,
showed.
no, no, no,
when
no, no.
I'm clothed.
Right,
and-
but
and
what I'm
my
saying
butt
now,
was
what I'm saying
poking.
now, I'm your man.
Saying.
Right.
I'm your man, and I'm dressed like that, and I'm taking a picture.
Ain't nothing wrong with wearing a pair
And-
of gray
No, it's sweatpants.
Okay, so I can do that.
I can make sure that
you
I can
can.
make sure that that's accentuated because you know I want to make sure that I put that out there that I'm wearing gray sweat because I
No
know
draws.
women like it. No draws.
No draws.
So I make sure that I'm packaged right for everybody to see. You're okay with me putting that picture out?
Her laugh. I was like,
This ain't my conversation.
Yes, it is. No, you on the show.
And with that, it is
can't-
time to
It's my
go.
conversation because I like that.
Exactly.
If I got a man and that's what he do, that's what he do. Like, doesn't make me feel less than because he receives a certain amount of information. Because he receives a certain amount of attention. It doesn't. I don't doubt myself.
So you
I
would be
don't
cool.
Get insecure. I don't get jealous of the possibility.
So
of
you,
him
so when they start
attracting
in his
me.
DMs, you trust that he's gonna be able to receive them DMs properly that he receives.
I trust that we're gonna be going through them DMs together.
Oh, see, that's
Okay, look.
Can she get it? Babe, can she get it? That's how I am. I'm all about fun, and I would hope to have that type of
And
a
he's
man
and he's
too.
going through
If
yours
I post
too.
a picture, he better be liking and loving it while we laying in the bed right beside each other.
He can go through your
that's how
DMs
my
too,
love-
right?
He can go through your DMs too, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
He can
so
go
we
through my-
game.
All right,
Oh,
all
I'm all down for that
He
shit.
can go to my DMs
Hey,
and
bruh.
we can laugh at people
Yeah,
together. Like, that's
exactly.
the
We can
type of
fuck the
fun
world
that
together. I mean, my bad. We could.
Uh,
No, for real. That's how I feel. That's always been my thing. Is just like I'm gonna jump off subject just a little bit, but that's always been my thing. Is like the teammate thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Dave
yo,
says he needs to be in this. He said, "I'm out, y'all. I need to be in this."
it's like okay.
Dame, I be talking about you too. Like because Dame, I'm about to call him out real quick. Because Dame, I don't know if he's still on here. If he's still on here, I've seen you post some girls. Because I actually was thinking about you when I was talking about this.
Damn,
So
boy,
I'm
them
glad you
sweatpants
are-
is working, bro.
I'm glad you are here. I'm glad. No, not the sweatpants. I'm talking about him posting girls because I've seen Dame post quite a few women about how like, oh, this woman's so beautiful, this woman's so gorgeous, and a lot of times they're half naked, and then he'll go and make a status. So I'm talking about you, bro. So then he'll go and make a status like I like natural women. I like women who don't be doing all this. But then you're posting pictures, bro, of like all these women who are half naked, like, and who are these famous models who are half naked. He said, LOL, I knew you were. I know. You were on my mind when I was talking about this. You were on my mind when I was talking about this. Like, you were on my mind because, yes, that's exactly what you do. So explain that to me. Explain to me why I always see you posting a different woman that is half naked or naked.
Cause she's sexy, fam. What are you talking about?
But then saying, damn, this is the type of girl I want. Oh, she's so gorgeous. This is what I
Does
want.
he say this type of girl he wants?
Yes.
Or does he say she's just gorgeous?
But
she's sexy?
But a woman wants to be gorgeous. Why can't a woman be gorgeous with clothes on? Why
You
can't
can
you post a woman
be.
who
You
is
can't
gorgeous
be
with
gorgeous
clothes on?
with clothes
That's what I'm
on.
trying to tell you.
Men just want a woman that a non-threatening woman. They want a non-threatening woman as their spouse or as their partner, while they can admire the more sexually powerful women from
No, that's not it. Because I can tell you right now, there is no. I don't feel there is any woman that is more sexually powerful than my wife. So I don't. It's not that no.
So she provides you a certain level of comfort.
She provides me a lot. But yeah. But it's just. But what I'm saying is, it's like even if I go and I like a picture that, you know, a girl with her boobs hanging out or whatever, it's like I don't see them as being any more powerful or definitely not more attractive than my wife. So no, I don't know.
I mean, I understand that.
And here's another thing. My mom actually commented. She
Hi, Mom.
Said, hi. She said, what about the one video?
That's so bad.
She said, what about the one video where the guys said they love girls with natural hair and then said they love Beyonce's hair? That pissed me off. There was a video that like went viral, and it's like asking guys what they like about women, and they were like, oh, I don't really like makeup, I like natural hair. And they're like, well, what's a girl that you really like her hair there? And they all said Beyonce. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Beyonce's hair is fake.
That's how you know. That's how you know they just say that shit.
Y'all don't like natural nothing.
They barely can even tell
y'all
when
want
our hair
stuff
is
to
real.
look natural. Y'all don't.
Yeah.
It's not that.
That's kind of the same.
It's
thing.
not that.
Yeah.
No, it's not the same
She
thing.
makes it look really nice. I didn't know her hair was fake.
I really didn't.
You didn't know Beyonce's hair was fake?
We are men.
No.
This is what we are telling y'all.
Goodbye.
You telling me you wear fake hair that looks fake?
Goodbye.
Right. Do you wear fake
Do
hair
you
that
wear
looks fake?
hair that looks fake?
That's not the. I mean,
Do you
look at.
right?
Do you know black
Don't
women?
wanna answer
Black
the
women
question.
should not
Yeah.
have straight white girl hair. You should know your own race of
Yeah.
women.
Oh, come
Hold on.
on.
No,
You can
no,
do
no.
something
You
to
should
make
know what
the
kind
hair
of-
happen.
You
You can
can-
do
you can
stuff to
make-
make your hair that
Out
way.
of
You can
here.
iron the hair.
Yeah.
You can
What are you talking about?
the hair, whatever. With the,
You didn't
the
know
hot thing.
Beyonce's hair was fake?
Oh, so now we're less of a man
Yeah.
because we didn't know.
Probably-
Beyonce,
We're
everybody,
probably less
hey,
of a black man.
Hey, everybody in the world,
God.
if y'all didn't know this, I need y'all to know this because
Look,
this is a
I'm
huge
just like looking around
update.
like,
Ashanti.
where is
It's not that
Jesus?
serious.
Is he coming? I know there's been a bunch of hurricanes.
What did Cat Williams say? What did Cat Williams say? He said, I ain't never met a man that said, I will not fuck you because you have the wrong toenail polish color on or you got the wrong finger. We don't look at the. Y'all
true.
are worried about a lot of the stuff that we.
That's
Y'all are
some
doing
details.
that for you. Bruh.
That's some details I've never
never cared
honestly
of.
never
I'm
cared
still
of.
sitting here, like,
I couldn't have told
Are
you
y'all
what
serious?
color anybody's
and
nails was.
And that proves the point, Blue. They don't like natural. They just don't want to be able to see it. That's
What?
all it
That's
is.
not-
They don't like
no.
natural. That's like they say they don't like makeup. They don't like. It's just like those little cartoons where it's like the girl will have makeup on and the guys will be like, "You're so beautiful. You don't need makeup."
Hey.
And then when she doesn't wear makeup, they're like, "Why do you look so tired?
Have you ever
Why do you look
squeezed-
so tired?
Hey,
What's
Because she
wrong
wore
with
makeup
you?"
the whole time and she
Oh
was
my
fake.
God, I get that when I'm not wearing makeup. Man, you sure look tired.
You wouldn't
Hold
look,
on.
you
But
wouldn't
when
look
you're-
tired.
when you're wearing makeup, you don't need any makeup, girl. You're
Have you-
beautiful just the
But
way
if
you
you
are.
were never wearing makeup, we would know no different.
Not only
Oh
that,
my God.
have you ever squeezed a fake boob?
Yeah, of course.
Did it feel good?
What do you mean doesn't feel? I don't just like get excited about.
Did it feel good? Like, did it feel authentic?
Could you
I
tell a
just go
difference?
around
Could you
saying-
tell-
Could
yeah,
you tell a
you can
difference?
You can tell a difference.
Okay, would you prefer that feeling or over the natural boob?
I don't know. I'm not into boobs.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Well, I can ask you, Cam.
Yes.
Cam, have you ever felt?
I want a real titty, fam.
Okay, but y'all say y'all like natural, but we're talking about when it comes to hair, when it comes to makeup, y'all
Those
don't
are
want
things-
a natural
tho-
girl
so
because
first
when
off-
a girl's
Bro, that's what black men say when they want a mixed girl. That's what that is.
What's that?
I need her to have natural hair, but it got to be long. You know, they're not saying that they want a bald head, scallywag, nappy, natural.
See,
natural.
now we
Ah.
getting. Now we're not only are we doing double standards.
They want somebody whose hair grows long and naturally from their head.
Not only are we doing double standards, now we're narrowing the double standards to the
Facts.
black man.
You're right.
That is that I honestly, when I think of black natural hair, I think of afros, right?
Yes.
So, but I
Right.
also,
As
but
you should.
but I also think of hair that is much like yours, Blue. I think your hair is natural. I think that you may have, what is it called, the hot iron? My wife would tell me whatever the hell the thing is, the little thing that you clap it
flat
together. Okay, I think you did the hot iron. I still think you have.
I did.
But to me, your hair
Hair's
is natural.
natural.
So, but guess
It
what?
looks very
Your hair is
natural.
long, and it's natural. Guess what? I like it.
It looks very
Right.
natural. Don't
So Beyonce.
So
Right,
beyond
it looks
look,
real natural, doesn't it?
Well,
they're just so special, Blue. Like they really don't get it. They really don't get it, girl.
But
No,
I
they don't. They don't get it.
I don't understand how I'm missing that.
what are we missing?
Her hair is long and natural. What?
This is my natural hair.
Say what now? Say you got cut off.
But it isn't my natural hair.
That's not her hair.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's not my natural
It looked-
hair.
it looked like it.
actually, it is. Well, you know what? I'm just really good at this. I always wear my natural hair out at the front, and then I match
Oh,
my
well, we
natural
can't
hair
see your-
texture
But
with
that's
my
what women
extensions.
do.
Man,
That's
I don't
how.
know.
Okay,
that-
but
and
we
that's the
wouldn't
point
know any
is-
different if she didn't show up this. I don't know her from nothing. If this is
It
this
is-
is my first impression,
But
right?
I can tell what's.
This is my first. But listen, this
but I
is
can
my first
tell what's
impression.
real and
Like,
what's
you're a
not.
woman.
That's you. That's a woman. For me, a guy, I see a black lady
With natural
long,
long hair.
beautiful
Right.
natural hair.
So as long as it looks,
Oh, that's
so
what y'all
so
wanna see.
they don't like natural. They like as long as it looks as long as it looks natural. That's what they like. They don't want
How about-
actual. They don't want actual natural women. They want perfect women that look natural.
That's a fantasy
They
for
want
sure. Of
Perfect
course.
women that look natural.
can't
Of
win.
course.
That's it.
I can't win.
Of course,
That's
but
it.
that's not reality. But if everybody was at reality, which guys, we don't do anything to us except for our hair to change what we look like. Whereas women is a totally different story. Now, if you like, I feel like the double standard here is women always feel like we're doing this for the man. We're doing this for the man, but you're doing it for yourself because you feel like that's what the man wants. But what I'm telling you is if a guy doesn't want you at your natural state, maybe you should rethink what you want too, right? You're putting out what you want to get back. You're putting out what you
You
want to
better
get
like
back.
my weave, or he can hit the dough.
Okay,
Well,
well,
see,
okay,
but see,
well then
that's the
take
thing.
that.
Right,
Take that.
and
but
I
if
just-
a man say he don't like you because of it, you cannot be mad at him for that.
But that's not the
Oh, I'm
point.
mad at
but
it.
they
Hold on,
can't
wait.
say that
The
because they
bigger
like
point-
Beyonce's hair, and
No.
y'all didn't even know Beyonce's hair was fake.
But no, you no.
Y'all thought
Hold on,
y'all
hold
thought-
on,
y'all
hold on,
thought a
no,
black
no,
woman-
no.
This up, dog.
Y'all
Wait,
thought a black
no,
woman
no,
had
no.
had white girl hair.
No, you're not
Y'all
getting
really
it.
thought that? Like,
You're
what
not
is
getting
wrong
what
with y'all?
he just said. If she didn't wear her hair like that, I wouldn't have known. She had to tell me that her hair wasn't naturally like that.
Facts.
I don't know her. I don't know her DNA, her
You
genealogy.
have to say this on this video in front of all these people, though.
Huh?
I really wish.
She is a trip.
I would have been okay with fooling the world.
No, but what I'm saying
Like
is,
Beyonce does.
Then
What
be
I'm-
okay with then
apparently.
just be okay with it.
what I'm
then.
saying is, you can't sit up here and say, "Hey, he's less of a black man because he likes that woman with that long straight hair." Well, that's that woman. That's what she looks like to me. I'm not going to go up there and ask her, "Well, excuse me, ma'am, is that your natural hair state?" "Oh, it is not." "Okay." You know, we got Indian in us. Most black people got Indian in us. We got, nothing is, and I almost don't want to say this. Nobody is straight black. Okay? We
Okay.
all some kind of mix. We all some kind of shade.
Okay. So
My
look at
daddy
y'all-
had green eyes
So
and
look at
was-
y'all's hair. Because Cameron got real long dreads.
Yep.
Yeah.
And would you expect a all black man? Look at my sister who's a light skin. This lady once told my sister she must be mixed because she has long black hair and she's light skinned. And my mom and my dad are fully black. You know what I'm saying?
But you guys know your hair texture.
But nah,
Why would you look at a
nah,
black woman
everybody
and be like,
thinks.
oh, the black woman?
How many
her-
people ask me if I have fake hair, fam?
Is your
You
hair
know,
real?
my hair is 100% real. 100%.
Have you
could
ever?
never.
Has somebody ever asked
They
you that?
ask me that every day. I get that every day.
Really?
But you're supposed to know that hair is natural. You're supposed to know this. You're supposed to know that. It's because,
crazy.
bruh, what? It's because these NFL players are out there with these fake dreads and they pulling up. They've seen people with hair in their hands and shit. That's not gonna happen. You pull on my dreads, my head's coming with it, fam. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people decide to put what they want on them for a reflection of what they feel they want to be to the public. And I just need people to start realizing that it's on you, fam. Like, it's on you to be what you want it to be coming back to you.
So you guys don't think that women is under a significant amount of pressure to look?
Of course they are.
Way?
That's society.
I think a lot of that pressure comes from yourselves.
From yourselves.
No,
I
it
really
comes from
do.
us wanting to attract a man.
Okay, you heard that. You heard that word want.
Want.
You heard that word want. I don't put that want in your heart.
Facts.
Yeah,
You put
Jesus,
that.
God did it. He
Okay.
put the want in my heart.
But what man do you want? You just talk about all these fuckboys. Why do you keep running into them? Is it maybe that you're attracted to them? Is there nothing?
I don't date fuckboys. I think
I didn't say that. I said you attract. You don't think you attract them?
Everybody attracts
No,
a fuck.
not true.
I've never attracted a fuckboy.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, good Lord. Oh my gosh.
Y'all might have silently attracted a couple of fuckboys.
Yeah, y'all might have.
Nah.
They just, were intimidated.
good.
They didn't
They
want
like them dreads. They love dreads.
They want to pull on them
Look at
dreads,
that.
Cam.
You see how they doing you? They kicking you when you're sick, man.
They
That's
said,
wrong.
"Ooh, Cam,
They
is
don't
that
even
real?"
know, bro.
And they stroke them
They don't even know, bro.
They kicking you. They kicking you when you're down.
They don't even know, bro.
Look at now. We're about a.
Is saying, I agree with what she's saying, that women are under pressure to look a certain way. We are trying to imitate what we think you guys want. And
what you say
I
you
agree
want.
with you too, saying it's a personal choice. This is your perception, this is your reality, and you're pursuing to look this way
Facts.
because of your own thoughts. I get what you're saying, but there is an energy that drives the thoughts, and that's what Janae is saying. And so I agree with both of you because I feel like you both are right.
All right.
I can agree with that. I can take that.
All right.
Oh, we can come to a nice little
Yeah.
consensus at the end of this show
Look
that
at
we done
that.
went a whole hour over because this guy got serious. And this got serious.
I gave the wrap up the show
hour
motion
ago.
an hour ago. I'm
and
like,
I was like, nope, we're going to keep going because we are not done here. We might have to do a part 2 of
Facts.
gosh, we didn't get to any other double standard.
we
no
might
sex.
have to we might have to
Man.
do part 2 next week.
And
Yeah.
I want to also apologize to the audience. We're at 164 comments.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Hey, can y'all do us a favor and just share? Share,
Yeah,
share
hey,
this.
please share.
Share this.
it. Share
Come
it.
next week if you guys want to discuss this topic again next week. We can do that because obviously this can keep going. So we can do a part 2. If you want to be on the show, hit me up slide in my DMs. Okay.
She don't want you just because she's dressed that way.
Justifiably slide in the DM.
I'm asking.
Don't look at the booty picture first and then decide to slide in there. Come in with a purpose.
Boy.
I'm just saying.
Of course, send me your Skype because that's what we're talking to her on is Skype right now. And also,
Oh, Dame said he wanted to be down next time.
he gonna get that called out. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
Come
you
on
know
in.
what? We've not had a guy.
Yes, we have. It was artist. It was.
Oh, that's right,
yeah,
the first one. Okay.
Yeah, we had 2. It was 2 that day that came in, and Ashante because we had 3 people.
Why do I not
come
remember
in.
that?
Yeah, let's go ahead. And if you guys want to be on the show, slide in my DMs. Send me your Skype. We could talk about it. We can go ahead and do part 2 of Double Standards because we didn't even talk about everything. Like there's so much more we could
Yeah.
talk
We
about.
really wanted to get into women and their sexuality and it being frowned upon. We almost did with Amber Rose.
No.
Yeah,
It being
almost.
frowned upon to embrace your
No, but
sexuality.
I like you, Blue. We got to bring you back.
Yeah. So I mean,
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Blue,
Yeah.
give us.
I love with Miss J. Amore. When I first saw her, I was like, "That's gonna be Boo."
So give us, Blue, give us a shout out where we can find your sexy pictures.
What is your Instagram, girl?
petty.
What's your
petty.
IG?
What's your
Petty.
Snapchat? Better yet,
Yeah, what's your Snapchat?
I'm popping on all of my social media. I am at @out_of_the_blue, and it's BLEU. Okay.
Out of
if you
the
try
blue.
to spell BLUE, you're not gonna find me. It's @out_of_the_blue on my Twitter. Twitter ain't popping. But I don't know how to work Twitter like that. But on my Twitter, on my Instagram, on my Snapchat, and I have a fan page. My regular Facebook page, it's like a line in LA. It's hard to get in, but you can go and send that request if you want to.
Y'all make sure y'all go
Like
request.
that.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all go like Young and Impressionable page as well, man. Comment on there the things that you guys want to talk about or what's on your mind throughout the week, because there's a whole 6 days in between the days that we come here. So
And tell your friends about it so that they can come and comment. I know we didn't do very well today of keeping up with the comments because we've been going.
it's impossible.
We've been going in. It's not. It's not. We'll make it work. So have your friends come on here so that we can all have a discussion, because this isn't just about the people that's in this room.
Right.
It's about everybody out here to talk about what you guys think and everybody's opinion. And we really want to have variety and see everybody's point of view, because we want to touch on every single thing. So go ahead.
I'm so grateful. I think it's so healthy that we are talking about it. It's about time.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and that's what the purpose of the show is, to bring awareness, self-love, love others. That's what we're trying to do here. And so again, share it with people personally. Tell people about it. Go ahead and slide in my DMs. Tell me if you want to be on the show. Tell me if you know somebody who would want to be on the show. Go ahead and do that. And we are going to continue with part 2 next week. Cam won't be sick over in that corner. He over here sneezing.
Hopefully not. I had to mute his mic.
Aww.
He's sneezing his little brains out. So next week he'll be sitting right next to me. Okay.
He headed to the bathroom. So yeah.
And we're actually gonna go in. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next week on Young and Impressionable.